back to Monday Madness. We got a full panel almost.
Wow,
full
damn.
panel.
Every box is full here. What's going on?
Thank God, Dom.
thanks,
Thank God, Dom is here. Thank God.
The voice of reason.
The voice of reason for me, anyway.
Well, first of all, let me ask you a question. Why was DL caressing that pillow? It's a little freaky right now, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about that later.
I came into the room. I was like,
and it's crocheted, so if somebody's granny made it for him.
I'm already
a friend, okay?
Look, I'm already weeded
How
out,
old
so
is
I
this
don't know how
friend?
weird it's gonna get.
Right on, Blue, bro. Me too. Right on, right on.
I like to say, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing?
Hello.
I'm good,
How
man.
are you doing, Dom? Dom, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic.
All
after my little escapade to freaking North Carolina.
I don't know what you were thinking, dude. I don't know why you agreed to move someone in this heat.
That's what brothers do, man. That's what homies do. That's just how it
Nah,
works,
man.
bro.
Nah.
Never agree to help anyone move. That's my.
You know, even though it's family,
my
it's actually
credo.
helping family is the worst thing you can actually do. Working
I'm
for family,
you didn't help me
helping
move.
Family, that's the thing. You know, they take advantage.
Joe, I get it. I just realized what Joe was doing. I'm not driving him to the airport. Joe, I get it. We're doing the Seinfeld. It took me a minute to realize never help somebody move.
It is the worst experience.
You know, I love my cousin to death, but when you move and you don't have anything ready and you're doing things as you go along.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Okay, so for those of us who actually experience this, which would you say is worse? Moving during the heat or moving in near blizzard conditions?
I don't know.
Because I've helped somebody move in near blizzard.
Ask the movers that I pay to help me move.
I would rather move in the heat because I've moved in the winter and slipping, sliding, banging, breaking. No, it sucks, dude.
I slipped and I agreed to move somebody in the winter.
I will say that the drinking is better in the summer.
The only slip and slide I've ever done is slip and slide flip cup. Best game ever.
Hey,
I moved into this place when it was snowing, like during February. Like, yeah, it wasn't pretty.
If I never see winter again, I will be the happiest man on earth.
I want to see winter again. I love winter.
I
don't
like
screw that.
an entire sectional on me.
I'll be honest with you. I love the cold. I'll take the cold.
Michigan is bipolar, man.
Yeah,
it is bipolar.
Dom, I slipped and had a whole sectional fall on my chest from going off the curb, man. I hit that ice, bam, the whole sectional fell right on my chest. It sucked.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. When you do heavy lifting in the heat, you sweat in places you normally don't sweat, and it's.
I don't want to know. Don't want to know.
I
really don't want to know.
That's why you drink. That's why you drink booze while you move.
You get chafing. You get a rash.
Yeah, it's no fun, man. I got a bad back. No, thank you.
All right, let me before we move any further. I want to say thank you to Dom Tober, thank you to Joe, DL, Blue Jay, Brian, Mama Bear,
hello,
Degrassi, and the guy in the middle. What's his name? Chris. For showing up for my show tonight. Please, everyone, hit that like button. Let's get engagement up. Got 7 likes. We got 9 people in the panel.
9.
No, I already put my like up there. You can't.
Thumbs.
So did I.
Let me get you some support as well.
You made me do it before the show started, so I
did. All right, we got Taladia. Hey, Taladia.
I forgot windburn, Brian. Guys, I don't know any of you guys that ride, but I forgot windburn was a thing. I'm so windburn.
The worst. I would rather be blistering from sunburn than having windburn.
I've been riding 4 days straight. Took the bike out. Said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take my bike out." 4 days straight. Been doing like 50 miles, 70 miles. But I got home and I'm like, I don't have a sunburn. Why does everything hurt? I forgot about windburn. I forgot.
Let me say hello to the chat. Ashley, hey, welcome back. RJ, first time to the channel with this name. Welcome.
With this name.
I'm joking. We got Vinny Whitlock. Hey, buddy.
I wonder what RJ stood for. What does RJ stand?
And we got Reginald Johnson. No, we got
that made me pop, dude. That was funny.
We got one gifted membership from Taladia to what? Taladia gifted himself a membership. What? How
What?
does that even happen?
All
Yeah,
right.
he gifted himself a membership.
Chris, you got to grab you a big old jar of Vaseline to take with you on your next ride.
Yeah, I got some white Vaseline I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
White Vaseline?
Whoa.
White Vaseline?
Well, there's different kinds of Vaseline. There's like the yellow stuff, and then there's one that's actually called white Vaseline, and it's actually for your skin. I guess that other kind of Vaseline can be corrosive. I didn't know.
Petroleum jelly, you can
Riders,
actually
riders,
use it
and
for all kinds of
riders.
things.
Yeah.
And Ashley said he is more intimate with the pillow than his girlfriend. Jeez, Dial.
That's not what she was saying the other night.
Yeah, what's this?
Talk about
this
it.
thing? What's this
We got
thing,
some
bro?
spicy talk
What's this
tonight.
thing? What's this
Spicy
thing?
talk. They were already talking about Vaseline on a ride, so I think we're
Listen,
well beyond that.
Vaseline is the hardest thing to get off. You have to really scrub that stuff off. Just saying.
For
From
real.
personal experience.
Other than that, you'll be glossy as a squeaky motherfucker.
You ever use Backbone?
And for anyone
Gotta
that
use
has
a high pressure
anyone,
hose.
for anybody that has someone doing time, petroleum jelly is not on the approved list of state prisons.
Who's putting
Just
petroleum
saying.
jelly on
Just
themselves?
saying.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That-
Who's
Kids,
putting
you can hide it in the, you can hide it in the cake. You can hide it. You can bake it in.
Send somebody some
Well,
peanut
yeah.
butter.
Sometimes when you don't have spit, you can't.
We're getting real broke down here right now. We're getting real
Hey,
broke down.
listen, you know that? You know where those?
Spit on that guy.
Hot Tour girl. That happened in Nashville.
That damn
That's
girl, that
downtown
damn
Nashville,
girl,
where the Hot Tour girl was.
yo, that damn girl's went viral, and she's like hiding now because signing merchandise. It's crazy.
Yeah, those two guys are downtown all the time, man.
Yeah, I think it's great what she said though. Maybe not the hot tour part, but she was like the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody new. I thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I'm like,
It was
okay,
all
this chick's
beautiful.
a realist.
The whole thing
Yeah,
was
I
beautiful.
like her. I like her a lot.
Joe has it on replay on his phone every 5
That
seconds.
girl represents America at its finest.
That's
All
America.
she needs is a big red, white, and blue shield with a fucking star in the middle of it. Man, I gotta pay the
Downtown Nashville is giving Vegas a run for its money, man.
Right.
As far as crazy shit you'll see.
It's as American as apple pie and diabetes.
What?
Right?
Yeah, no, that's right. Grassi, I always forget you're in Tennessee. I keep thinking you're still in Chicago. Man,
No.
Tennessee is so buck wild, man. No, Tennessee.
I'll be
crazy.
back there soon, though.
Let me guess, you're going to see Pearl Jam?
At Wrigley Field.
Did anybody watch House of the Dragon last night?
Yes.
I watched it as soon as it dropped. I watched it.
It's
No,
an
I was on
amazing
your show and I
episode.
was too tired when we got off, and then I fell asleep.
I watched it after I got off my show. Yeah, I did. It was a good episode. It was a long episode. I wasn't expecting it to be
It
that
was
long.
long. In the end,
It was
pissed me off.
amazing.
I'll get to Game of Thrones eventually.
I don't want to spoil
Yeah,
it for
same.
nobody, but the end, we lose both of them. Really?
Oh
I
my
know,
god.
I know.
Somebody dies in a Game of Thrones universe?
Maybe
That's unheard of.
it's a first.
I know, but
Hey, listen,
and you know what? You know what I realized too? They both have the same name. They're just spelled different.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I read something about it that there was a duel or something, and
There was. It was good too, man. And
Don't
Eric and
spoil
Eric,
it.
man.
It's only been one day, please.
yeah, but it's a good show, man. I love it. It's the one show I still wait weekly, and the minute it drops, I used to be that way with the only other one was the Mandalorian. Like I'm waiting for it to drop. I'm clicking the button, refresh. House of Dragons is the only one I'm like that with anymore. You know, even though I am digging the Alkalite, I'm digging it. You know, there's parts I don't like, but I'm digging it.
Let's not open that rabbit hole.
Let's not open that rabbit hole, right?
What?
Let's
Hey.
not open that yet.
listen, Soul, Grandmaster Soul, the Sith. I don't care what anybody says. He
I
is
think
the
it's
one
one of the
behind
moms.
everything.
I think it's one of the moms.
I
They opened it.
I think it's one of the
Whatever
moms.
his friggin' name is.
Here we
I
go.
think it's
Put the lid back on that jar. Put the
Look
lid
what they
back
did
on that
now.
jar.
Look what they did now. Okay, put it back.
I think it's one of the moms. I think it's one of the moms.
All right, that's it. No
You
Star
guys-
Wars talk tonight. No,
you guys
no,
should go
no.
see Inside
That's-
Out 2. It's a
That's
really
right.
good
No,
film.
no. Did
Inside Out
anybody
2 is
see
a really
Bad
good
Boys?
film.
Did anybody see Bad Boys Ride or Die? Did anybody
No.
Did anybody see Inside Out 2? Does anybody?
I saw Inside Out 2.
Did anybody see the bulge Superman's rocket in those new trunks he's wearing that everybody
can't wait to
shut
talk
up about?
Man, he's aardvarking. He's aardvarking in those tights.
What?
Eater.
You guys are not.
What are you
gonna
guys looking at? Jeez.
We haven't got there yet.
Look up here. Come on.
Don't act like you didn't look. You look.
His eyes are up there, gentlemen.
We'll talk about the suit later. Jeez.
I didn't think they were gonna hug the boys so tenderly, though. I thought they were gonna go down. The lines were gonna go down a little further, but they're right up there, man. He looks like the lead singer of Cameo. Remember that?
Smuggling
Oh,
plums.
can I just point out one interesting factoid?
Sure.
There's a panel of 8 gentlemen here and 1 woman, and it's not me talking about the bulge.
Sure.
Well, yeah,
I agree.
We take notes.
This is 2000. This is 2024. If I want to talk about the man's dunk, I will.
I'm gonna look at holy G-Mini Christmas. Check that out.
It's nervous,
just
nervous male humor. Is basically what we're doing at the moment.
I got nothing to hide.
Degrassi will be doing a junk showing after the show. If anybody's
gotta buy him a few drinks.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean it like that.
We're men. 90% of our talk is about dick jokes. And
it's all.
I worked in the kitchens for 10 years. That's no secret to me.
Yeah, but don't women do women do the same thing when they're together in their own way?
Talk about the JJs or
and just about so to speak,
no.
No? Really?
Talking about dick.
For me, it's got to be like close friend, and even then, no.
Okay.
Mama Bear's
I've heard some women do some raw talk
women do not like unsolicited penis pics on their phone. So if you're not friends with a girl, don't send an unsolicited penis picture.
Legit. This is something I actually encourage others to do because it works successfully for me. I have been, doing the online thing for quite a while now. And yes, I have gotten more than my share of unsolicited pics. And I developed the same standard reaction to any man that does it. And it works 100% of the time, every time. If they send me an unsolicited pic, I will send them another unsolicited dick pic right back at them. Usually bigger and veinier. And this stuff so fast tell me that's not appropriate and block me. Works every time.
Just tell them men's bodies are disgusting. They're not meant to
Wait.
I thought it was.
It's the only thing that works.
They say that is inappropriate when they just did the same thing?
Yes, that's why I love doing it.
We got some gifted memberships.
Every time.
Taladia gifted membership.
Let's be honest. We are filthy creatures, us men. We are.
What's that gift? Taladia gifted membership to Ashley. And then I gifted 5 memberships to RJ, Chris, Jim Vitalis,
I wasn't already a member.
Voltaire, and Terry Floyd. No, you cheap bastard.
I really am. What the fuck?
Dude, it's $2.
I used to be.
Sure if I'm currently a member.
Chris, it's $2. You don't have $2 in your pocket?
No, I used to be a member. I just thought I still was. I don't know.
I have $2 to my name.
This is the part where I block Chris and don't tell him why I blocked him. And then he'll wake up like, why you blocked me?
Dom, do you have the pop with Darth Vader, the lightning going through him?
Yeah, not here. I have it in my storage. Yeah.
Right.
Can I get the keys to your storage?
I had to add a few of them. I was going to send you one.
My wife would love to give you the key to my storage and just take it all. Take it all.
I'll bet.
Yeah, your wife likes me. I like your wife. I think we'll get along well.
Do you have Dooku? Did you show Dom the Dooku? Did you show
did I show this?
I
thought he might think it's cool.
I have all the Star Wars pops. I have no room for the Star Wars pops.
This is a pin, a Dooku pin, like a Funko Pop pin.
The fake pins?
They make pins now. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make pins. I got the
Yeah. They're the size of your hand. Yeah. Which is odd because it's a pin.
Cool. Degrassi,
like
who
how
are
you
you
gonna put
choking?
a pin on your person?
Degrassi, who are you choking to death right
More
now?
of a shield.
Why is your mic doing that?
Yeah.
Who are you
Oh,
murdering?
because I'm
Oh, what are you joking?
because I'm typing.
Dom, woo. Chris, wait, what's the rest of it?
I just wanted to show him the pop. I thought it was cool, the pin.
What the hell is the pop?
I actually like
Oh.
the suit. I like the spot. I like the Superman suit. Oh, that's cool. Where'd you get these from?
Chris.
Yes.
Oh, Christmas.
Chris buys something?
Oh,
Chris
I have
buys
so
things?
much Star. You guys
Dude,
have
he's
no
got a
idea
bunch
how
of
much
stuff,
Star
man.
Wars I need to get rid of, man. I've been trying to get rid of this shit.
At this point, this is like my third day in a row of seeing these, so if I don't see it on Tuesday, I'll be kind of upset now.
There you go. Get the shirtless mole. There you go.
Them pecs.
That's cool. I like the pins, the pop pins.
Yeah, the pins are
Yeah.
cool, man. I would never wear them, but they are cool.
I thought I was.
You can't wear them. You can't wear them. They're like 6
It's like a
inches
bra.
Yeah, it's
tall.
like how you-
It's
like wearing a hubcap.
You get back problems if you wear them.
No, Brian, back in the day, if we had, remember when we used to put pins on our blue jean jackets? We'd have found a way to, we
Oh,
would have
God.
found a way to put that fucker on.
It ain't a Zeppelin button, man.
That
It's-
was not a,
I would love
that was
to
not a
see
good
you-
moment.
I would love to see you put those giant.
I
pins on the
love-
jeans.
I can
I
see
love
it now,
the
dude.
I
Joe
love
Walsh,
that
Funk
Joe
49
remembers
playing
that.
on the 8 track.
I love the Joe remembers that. All the fingers and the
Over.
patches.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hello, Qatar.
All right.
It was the rapper that
Let's-
had the hubcap. Had the
All right, we
hubcap.
got a lot of good topics to get to tonight. A lot of slides. We're gonna have a game from Blue Jay. We're gonna have 20 questions from Brian. We got a lot to get to. So if you got anywhere to go early, leave now. No, I'm just kidding. But
All right, well, see you
I might
later.
have to
we're
go
gonna
get
be here
something to
for a
drink in
while,
minute.
so
That's about it.
we're gonna have some fun.
Mhm.
All right, first up, we're gonna talk about the box office.
Hold on. can we
Inside
have-
Out 2
The
pulled
box
100
office.
million this week. Bad Boys another 18. Bike Riders debuts with 9.6. Kingdom of the Apes still holding on 3.8. Garfield 3.7. If 2.7. The Exorcism opens at 2.4. I didn't even know that movie was coming out. And
Me
so
neither.
on and so on for the rest of them. Inside Out has already passed Doom 2 domestically with 754 million, something like that.
Let me see. I'll look it up. Like, I think it was like 724.
But Inside Out actually beat Dune. It's a
Yeah.
724
Yeah.
worldwide, not domestic, right?
Nice.
worldwide.
Plus domestic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that is that's really good. This is the first animated film to stay in the $100 million range on its second weekend.
It's also, it's good news for theaters, I think.
And you know what?
It is.
All the
Yeah.
trolls out there were trying to put it down. So
Yeah, I saw all of those
It's
memes
an
and
established
stuff.
property. Parents want to take their kids to go see something. It ain't going to be Bike Riders. You know, so it's doing
I heard it was
How,
good.
how sad is somebody gotta be to put down a Disney movie?
Everybody.
Well, I mean, are we gonna? Do you, how much time do you
Not
have?
difficult.
Yeah.
True.
If it's bad,
it is-
And
Well,
how do you turn a
there
quote-unquote
was an
Disney movie?
argument. There's an argument that was going around before this movie came out that only women and people LGBTQ have anxiety and depression.
who are the dumb?
Who's
I
saying
don't
that?
know.
Who's saying
They're the usual suspects.
Yeah, but look
on
at
YouTube.
look at the demographic breakdown, and I mean, we have to be realistic about who's spending the money today.
Mhm.
See, this goes to
And-
show you that those people
It's not.
have nothing to say.
No, and then they changed, guys, and then they changed they changed the narrative. Those same people said, "Oh, you know why it's
Yeah, we
doing
don't
so
know.
good? It's doing so good because it's traditional Disney. It's not all that bullshit woke." Yeah, and now they're saying it's doing good because it's not woke. Like, these people are so stupid.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
These
they're
people
really
need to
saying
shut
that.
up. They really
They really
do.
do. They really do.
Look, at the end of the day, this is good for Inside Out. This is good for Pixar, and this is good for Bad Boys. Bad Boys is chugging along. That's all I have to say. Also,
I had a lot of fun with Bad Boys. Bad Boys was really fun.
and also, if is actually is gaining. It's actually making a little bit of money.
Yep.
Not as much, but it's holding on strong. And Planet of the Apes as well as either too. So yeah,
Yeah, If's got tiny little legs, but it's got them.
Again, school's out. It's hotter than hell.
Yep.
People want to get out of the
Well,
heat.
listen,
People want to take their family someplace to do something.
That Joe, that used to be the thing. Remember, if you had a bucket in your pocket and a Huffy, grab all the homies and head to the theater, get out of the theater for a while, go watch Top Gun or Goonies or something.
That's when, if you lived in a big enough town, though, there would be 2 or 3 theaters downtown. You know?
Come on, how many first dates were done in theaters? And now that's you're like putting
every one I ever had.
Yeah.
Now it's all swipe left, swipe right.
You know, and you know Willis Terrier. Why the commercial HVAC unit was built, right? Lowe's Theater Corporation, was it 1917? Requested the Willis.
All this shit.
Because it's my business to know, Chris.
Okay. All right.
I told you when we have a good week, the wife asked me for my crumble cookie order, and she brought home crumble cookies. So
is crumble cookie hope for something else?
No, they're literally cookies.
It's literally a cookie.
So yeah, no, I mean that's why people started going to the movies in the summer, was because there was you could go see 2 or 3 movies for a nickel and sit in cool comfort for several hours.
No, AOA, not that kind of huffing. A huffy, a
me and Ashley went on to the movies on our first date, so it's still.
Was it Madam Web?
Did you analyze the movie while you were on the date?
What was the first movie? I think it was the actually it was the Marvels. We went and saw the Marvels.
Oh,
we both liked it. So.
Yeah.
I while we're on the subject on movies, did anyone see the Nosferatu trailer today?
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yes.
so
I'm
good.
so pumped.
I posted it in our chat like the first thing this morning.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
it's so creepy and suspenseful. That is what a vampire horror movie is supposed to be.
Well,
Let's go. And it's not in black and white, so I'm happy.
It's Eggers.
What?
Eggers
Hey, what? Hey, we are.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see gray blood.
Over that. What?
I don't want to see gray blood.
We gotta do it.
Works great. Ask Alfred Hitchcock. He terrified people with Hershey's syrup.
Night of the Living Dead, black and white.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to get together. We got to get together and do a watch party of the original 1922 Nosferatu movie for Bruce to watch it.
You got to watch watch Werner Herzog's 1979 remake with Klaus Kinski.
Godzilla -1 in black and white was better than the color version.
I prefer the 1979 Nosferatu. Terrified the shit out of me, or crap out of me as a child, and I watch it today, and it's still like, whoo, man. And then you think about Werner Herzog and Klaus Kinski's friendship and professional experience together.
Who are you?
It's even crazier.
What are you calling it? What?
Nosferatu.
All y'all saying it wrong.
Nosferatu.
The original Dracula thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a big vampire.
I love it when you see the shadow go along the wall.
Yeah, definitely. I was surprised at how much it seems like Eggers is actually paying some kind of visual tribute to even Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
Eggers takes painstaking skill when he makes a movie.
Yeah, the thing about this one is I know that it's been audience tested to death, so to speak. And even though reshoots are baked into schedules and budgets, there might have been more than were scheduled or budgeted.
What else did Eggers do? Didn't he do The Visitor?
He did The Witch.
The Northman.
He did The Witch. Northman. Lighthouse.
Right.
That's it.
Lobster.
They're all fantastic movies.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
When is this movie releasing? Hey, Taladia.
Hey.
Christmas Day.
Christmas.
I do remember the
Oh,
cool thing about the old Nosferatu. Remember how he would move his eyes before he moved his head? Like he would
I think
turn
that's
his eyes
slightly-
to the right.
Hey, you remember the Queen David Bowie Under Pressure video?
Yeah, of course. Come
There's
on,
a
dude.
lot of the 22 of FW. There's a lot of Murnau's Nosferatu in there in that video.
What about the music video for Dancing in the Street with David Bowie and?
Hey, have you watched the one where there's no music,
Mr.
where it's just the sounds they make?
Yeah, and they're longingly looking into each other's eyes.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen, Brian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're telling me if you had a chance, you wouldn't have sex with David Bowie? I probably would.
I would. Elvis, David Bowie.
Right now.
What?
All I know
What?
is Ziggy played guitar. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
What incarnation have I come into talking about?
Big,
David Bowie?
big
We
sex orgy.
saved the homoerotic stuff for you and Guy here.
My only slight concern about the movie is Johnny Depp's daughter, but we'll see.
I think that show
That's
that
his
she had on
daughter?
HBO was god awful, but she was like the
Oh,
best
it
thing
was.
about it.
It was
Really?
a bad show.
Yeah,
That weird show where she was in love with the rapper or whatever.
yeah. What was it called?
Yeah.
The
The Idol.
I could watch her all day, not just because of all that, but I think she's got the goods.
All right.
So she
More
looked
ways than
great in the
one.
trailer. So
Yeah.
All right, next up.
Nice.
And if Tarantino's going to use her in his next movie, I won't doubt him. So
This is the rumor part of the show. Hugh Jackman reportedly said to Kevin Feige that he'll happily play Wolverine in Avengers Secret Wars as long as Robert Downey Jr. and Tobey Maguire return as well. What do you guys think of this?
That would be
Okay.
badass.
Okay, that's
Okay.
gonna happen now. Thank you for
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman's going to be Wolverine for 10 more years.
I think that news is as exciting as who was it? John Hamm saying he wants to play something in the DCU. All these people do this all the time. Just make these
They're going to negotiate in public.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
I think
if
it's
they
different. I
actually,
think
if
it's
they
different when
actually
it's-
do that,
Yeah.
it would load the theaters.
it
You'd be
would.
scrambling to get tickets.
And I think it's different when somebody like
$3 billion.
I think
Not
it's
if you know
different
it's
when
happening.
I
Yeah.
think it's different and it has more substance to it. If it's someone like Hugh Jackman saying it who has played Wolverine for 20 years, as opposed to John Hamm who's never played anything but some chain smoking asshole in an advertisement agency.
hey,
I mean,
Batman was great.
Didn't you love him in Fargo, Chris?
He was fantastic in Fargo.
Oh no, he was good in Fargo. He was. He definitely was good.
And
in Fargo.
and Greg Mottola's. See, here's where I think he comes into being in a DC movie is that Greg Mottola's directing some Peacemakers and Wallers, and Greg Mottola's probably moving on to a DC feature. And John Hamm made the last Fletch movie, which Greg Mottola directed.
What's the last thing? he
Which was
in?
decent. It was a decent movie.
Oh no, that's a great movie, man. I got people that say that's the kind of movie you don't see anymore, and I'm like, yeah, but we're watching one. So, but it's literally
John Hamm was
one of
great in
those
30
movies.
Rock as well.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
fantastic in
This-
30 Rock.
He wasn't too bad in the new Top Gun movie. He was all right in that one too.
no, yeah, he was perfect for that part. Perfect for that part.
You know,
And,
this whole
the Hog Talk, legendary hang on John Hamm.
this whole negotiating in public thing is, I don't know, it's getting annoying. I know it's Hugh Jackman. I know he's probably like, I'll take a pay cut if you bring these guys back. That'd be nice, but is this going to happen? Probably.
what?
RDJ's a done deal. I feel like Jackman's in for another decade, and then I'm sure Toby's just like, you gonna pay me
He's
alimony?
not doing
Sure.
anything else.
Give me a call. Toby's coming, dude.
How
This
much
is happening, dude.
How much of this
thanks
is
for spoiling the
negotiating?
movie.
How much of this is negotiating in public versus they go on these stupid, and I bitch about this all the time. They send these people on these stupid freaking press tours and they're asked the same questions 40,000 times. And then they just say stupid shit. It happens all the time. And then they clip this little thing that,
this is
it's gonna
already
come back with Robert Downey Jr.
This is already signed, sealed, and delivered.
That's
They just
right.
put this out here.
Yeah.
Also,
It
I
is.
heard
That's what I'm saying. This is gonna
I heard
happen.
Secret
It's
Wars is
not.
being directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
believe that.
Yes, yes, Saladia, really.
He's flirted with the franchise 3 separate times, all 3 for Paramount. He pitched a Friday the 13th, a Star Trek, and a Beverly Hills Cop, and only one of them moved to the script stage. So yeah, he was going to play in on somebody else's sandbox. And when I say when he says he's going to retire after his 10th movie, I think what he really means is that he's going to retire from being a writer-director, and that he's going to write for other directors and direct with other writers.
Hey, True Romance was phenomenal.
There's also another rumor attached to this that the director-producer will be
Michael Bay.
Little Movie Perp. He will turn it into a highbrow, pretentious, black and white horror film with RDJ being the final girl while Wolverine is the villain.
I would love it. Dude, I'm
kidding.
I would watch that shit and simp so hard for my boy Perp. You don't even know.
Oh, you know what?
I would Movie Perp.
Imagine, you know what? The Quentin Tarantino thing is funnier because imagine he would direct the movie. It would have been nothing but feet.
I got my endorsement.
I got a question from Sean Hickman. Are we ever getting Tom Cruise's Iron Man? I don't think so because he just signed a first look deal with Warner Brothers and his studio. So I don't think he's going to do any Marvel films anytime soon.
You know, I actually think he filmed some scenes that they cut and they never used on unused footage. So I don't know if they could ever use it. I doubt it, but he did do some film footage.
I can imagine Tom Cruise. I don't know. I can imagine Tom Cruise.
You would see him literally for 2 seconds in any of these, just like the Deadpool movie. You're going to have 8 million cameos. It doesn't matter how famous that person is. They're going to be in the movie for like 30 seconds. That's it.
I can imagine Tom Cruise wanting to do like actual, you know how crazy he'd be like, I want an actual Iron Man suit that can actually fly, that I can do it all by myself. No CG, no wires. All this shit needs to be real.
And no likenesses. So you can't make any toy merchandise with me because I don't want any likeness of me.
And that'll be exactly why he's not going to be in any Marvel movie.
That's why.
He has to be all authentic.
Do we think what's his name?
The last rock star, man. He really
what's his Liefeld is going to make a cameo in this?
Maybe.
We like to see Deadpool kill Rob Liefeld on screen.
Sure.
Oh, we got the shoe store in the back.
Maybe he's a homeless guy in the street. He plays a homeless guy.
Gets a cameo like Michael Bay in Bad Boys movies.
That was so funny. That Michael Bay cameo was so funny. And I love that he was in the original Porsche from the first movie. That was really funny. That was a
it was a good callback.
The Bad Boys 2 one's funnier.
Oh no, that's everyone's favorite. Bad Boys 2 is my favorite one, but the fourth one's really good, man. It's really
I love that one.
Third one's still my favorite.
I still need to see Bad Boys 4, but I've seen all three so far. And my favorite is Bad Boys 2.
All right. The next slide, guys, is a little controversial.
Oh, bring it.
Bring it.
I'm not here for this.
I'll be back.
Here for this.
Our good buddy George Lucas says critics of the corny dialogue and Attack of the Clones don't understand Star Wars. It is consistent with the overall Star Wars style. They don't get that there's an underlying motif that is very much like 1930s westerns or Saturday matinee serials.
So basically, all these pretentious people who think that Star Wars should have like Shakespearean dialogue.
Well, they did have a
Shakespearean actor. Okay, stop right
Thank you, George. I appreciate it.
No.
Yes.
I love George Lucas. I love George.
One at a time. Dial, go first, Dial.
I am not expecting Shakespeare dialogue for Star Wars, okay? Don't you put that in my mouth. What I want is competently written dialogue. Can you give me competently written? No, you cannot tell me that I'm haunted by the gift you never should have given me.
Well,
I think for asking for competent, you're asking for a little too much.
How is it too much?
I love George Lucas, but Attack of the Clones has some of the worst
to write a
dialogue
plot where we are convinced that these two love each other. Like, why? How is that so hard? Watch a Nicholas Sparks movie, man. They do a better job. Come
Ooh.
on.
I
now.
think
I'm not
this.
expecting rocket science here.
But
You
you
know
get 2 hours of people walking down long hallways having dialogue the whole movie. It's wonderful.
You know
And
what?
you can't think of good dialogue for them to say.
You know what? I think
truly,
I think
deeply
I think the sand lines is really well written.
No, it's funny. The sand line. I actually, my wife says she doesn't like going to the beach. She doesn't like the sand. I said, you sound like Anakin. And it's kind of funny if you put this on it with Anakin. No,
The sand line is the best written
It
line
is.
of all of Shakespeare. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna go
Look,
there.
we're not.
No,
Hey, look, it's
so many
cringy
uncomfortable
lines.
It's Hamlet, bro.
parts, man.
It's
It's
Hamlet.
so cringe.
Fuck
It
yeah.
really-
It's
Now,
like,
every
it's
time
cringy
I watch
lines.
Attack of the Clones, I find something more and more I like about it. It took me a long time to start to love that movie, but I do love it. But there's some shit in there that sends mixed. Okay, she's sitting there fully draped out in some sexy ass dominatrix dress, literally telling Anakin how they can't be together. We can't be together. Now,
Be
why
together.
the fuck are you dressed like that?
Why is your titties out?
He say, "Are you trying to make Anakin hard or some shit?"
And
What you
there's no
doing?
underwear in space. That's what George Lucas told Carrie Fisher.
What? What?
What did you just say?
No. Oh no.
And you guys want good writing from Star Wars
Hey, listen.
after that comment.
You know, it's not the writing. No,
Again,
dialogue,
I'm
yeah,
not
but the writing-
expecting amazing writing. I'm not expecting Lord of the Rings. Just give me competent. Give me that at least.
Give me a lot of action. A lot
But
of
what I'm trying to say though is that
Bounty
we
hunters.
didn't get competent then, and expecting it
did.
now.
Yes, we
We
did.
did. We
Yes,
think
we
so.
did. Yes, we did.
The original trilogy,
Did
the
we?
prequel trilogy.
Did we
Competent
really?
writing? Really?
We don't even put the don't
We
put
got
the prequel
we got
trilogy.
competent writing.
Don't put the
in
prequel
those.
trilogy in there.
There's a
Original
difference
trilogy,
between
yes.
writing in the story and
I am.
just
You
straight
know,
up dialogue.
I am. You want to know why? Because there's enough people in this panel that have been alive when that the Phantom Menace has been out. Okay, pretty much. Yeah,
We know who that is.
Have been alive to this point.
I've been around at the beginning,
Okay.
son. But
So what I'm saying
Baby,
is
baby,
that
the
the
original.
dialogue for
I'm the original
the
OG.
for the prequels was lousy. It's been out for almost 30 years now.
It's been
Okay,
that
so
long already. Wow.
We can't give those
99,
movies a
99.
pass anymore
Yeah,
and
99.
use them to attack the new movies. Okay, that's where I'm having a real major issue with the Star Wars fandom right now, because it's like, no, dude, this movie exists. It has the corniest dialogue. It's overly CG'd. Like, there's like what 2 real scenes in that entire movie, and that we're looking at one of them. That was
Yeah,
an
but at
actual
the
set.
time, Brian, hold on, Brian. At the time, that was considered cutting edge.
Well, I know,
You know,
he was
that was a
pushing
big
that.
deal.
This
Yeah.
was the first digitally filmed movie, 100%. Okay,
But it's so
he was-
dated now. It's
He was
so
pushing
dated.
science so far that maybe he shouldn't have.
All right, I'm gonna have a
Maybe
hot
he
take
cared
right
too much
now.
about the special effects.
I have a
and
hot
the
take
story.
too, but you go first.
All right, I'm gonna make a hot take that Mama Bear's gonna go after me. My hot take is the prequel trilogies diminish Luke Skywalker's story.
Yes, they
Damn.
do.
Yeah, they do.
Go ahead, Mama Bear.
That's a pretty
Okay,
cold
I
take,
just
bro.
I just have
No.
one question for the panel when it comes to the overall dialogue when it comes to Star Wars. What's the most quoted line from Star Wars?
I know.
The sand line.
I have a bad
No,
feeling about
no,
this.
no.
The
no.
most quoted line.
I have
I
a bad
know.
feeling
Luke,
about
I
this.
I'm your
Or I
father.
have, or I
And
have
what
a
is
bad
the
One that everybody gets
actual
wrong.
line?
The actual
It's-
one is
No, I am your father.
No,
I am
I
your
am your
Yeah.
father.
Yeah.
You're not going to come at me with criticizing any dialogue when 90% of Star Wars fans get the most quoted line wrong.
Yep.
That's
Well,
true.
look, this is the problem.
Just like I won't take canon lessons for
With
people
each-
who've never cracked open a book.
With each trilogy that they have, the original trilogy to the prequels to the sequel trilogy, you're gonna have your fan bases when it comes to what their Star Wars, and the crazy part is that, yeah, I may have said things about the original trilogy and stuff like that. I love the original trilogy. I grew up with them, and yet people, yes, but there are people who grew up with the prequels, and that's their Star Wars. And now the people who grew up with the sequel trilogy.
Are we just Dom? Are we just gonna gloss over that hot take of Bruce's? Please,
What I-
show me how you got there. Bruce. Tell me how you got there. Did he leave? Did he fucking leave?
There's a lot of people
Yeah,
that
he did.
have taken.
How does the
back.
prequels diminish Luke?
It doesn't diminish Luke.
If anything, they
Oh no,
enhance
it absolutely does.
Oh,
You wanna know why?
all right. Let me explain.
No.
Go ahead.
Let me
Take
explain,
this, Brian.
please.
Go ahead.
Can I
Cook,
explain?
Brian, cook.
No, because after the prequels, it puts the focus on Anakin instead of Luke. 110%, dude. It becomes the rise and fall.
That's a different trilogy, man.
It becomes
Hold on.
No, the entire saga, 1 through 6, becomes the story of the rise and fall of Darth Vader.
Correct.
Am I wrong?
And eventual redemption.
Okay, what made it so important was the fact that he had twin children, and one of those children brought him back to the light side.
But that had nothing to do with it if you look at the overall story. It was just a drop in the pond. If you look at the overall story arc,
You guys are going to debate
Anakin
Star Wars?
Skywalker
I am
being
going
a
to
kid.
Star Wars Oreo cookies. Here we go. You know?
There you go. No, what I'm trying to do is explain it, and this has been explained by George Lucas too. The overall saga is the story of the redemption of Anakin Skywalker.
But that
The
doesn't
rise,
diminish
fall, and
Luke.
redemption.
Well, for 20 plus
but when
years,
it does,
Luke was.
it does
Hold
diminish
on.
Luke.
Let me
If you
just
think about
say
it,
this.
because he's no longer
Hold
the
on.
central character.
For
God,
20
man.
plus years, the
discussing
story of
Star
Star
Wars,
Wars
man.
was Luke. It was Luke, and
You
George
hate
Lucas got
discussing
paid.
Star Wars because what? Someone disagrees with you?
No, because it's not worth having a discussion. I couldn't get to my point without being talked over, and it's not worth it. I'm good.
I'm just curious if that pack of Star Wars cookies has both golden Oreos and regular Oreos in it.
What happened?
Does it have
I just want to know
chocolate
if that
and
pack
golden?
of Star Wars cookies has both the light Oreos and the dark Oreos.
No, it's these are the light Oreos. I wanted the dark ones, but they didn't get them. I got 2 packs.
The fact that they don't have golden on one side and chocolate on the other is kind of a disappointment to me.
Couldn't they have red and blue on each side too? Red and blue?
No, they have
So they just taste like food coloring?
I'll bet
Yeah, it tastes like food coloring. Look, now what Brian was trying to say, look, Star Wars, yes, the original trilogy was about Luke, farm boy, going into the rebellion, to fight the evil empire, and he found out, he's a Jedi, his father. But basically, the whole Star Wars trilogy was about Vader. That was what was the main focus of the thing. Yes, Luke was the story in the original trilogy, and it was about Vader. It was about a family, father and son. We didn't know he was a father yet. Once we found that he was a father, Empire Strikes Back.
Right, but I don't think just because all 6 movies are about the arc of Darth Vader that it diminishes Luke in any way. Luke still did what Luke did.
Exactly. It doesn't. None of this diminishes anything. The whole fact is that fandom,
It just takes the focus. I guess diminishes the wrong word. It takes the focus off of Luke instead of.
Look,
Okay, no, that I will agree. It makes it more about Vader than Luke. Absolutely.
Which is a good thing because Luke's awful.
So one might actually use the word.
I'm not even a Luke guy, but he did.
Hey, listen, I like Luke.
I
not my favorite Jedi, but I do like Luke.
Obi-Wan's my favorite Jedi.
He can sit back and drink his blue milk in a far universe away.
See what you do, Bruce?
What did I do?
That's not cool. You're stirring up shit. Okay.
I never stir up anything.
And you knew.
Go ahead, Dial.
May I make an announcement? You've heard it here first on Kingdom of Nerds. Y'all been waiting for it, and this is just giving me more motivation to do it. Hot Takes 4, Star Wars Edition. We're gonna do it.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it.
Bruce, Dom, you down for it, Dom?
Well, let's do it.
I'm in.
Look,
I'm going to make sure we have order, and at the same time, we'll be able to debate about whatever the hell we want.
Look, when it comes down to
it, start a war.
Luke is important.
This is how we get a 5-hour stream.
Dade's like, Dade's sitting over here next to me. Dade's like, I'm in. I'm fucking in.
I'm 3 days.
Star Wars, I'm in.
I'm 3 days. Like,
count me out. I'm good.
That's completely fine. That's completely fine.
Honestly,
perfectly healthy.
Do you want to know my honest opinion? If I'm going to be dead honest, 90% of your guys' opinions on Star Wars I can't fucking stand. So I don't want to be on any stream where I'm going to have to argue those points. So, don't get me wrong, nothing personal. I love you guys. I've been in these arguments before, and they're not worth it.
I cannot help it if I am.
It's
always
easy
right.
to walk away
that
with hard feelings. Do you
know
understand? Do you
understand?
understand?
It's
I
not
mean,
my
Sure. Sure. Okay.
I mean, I love you too, Brian, and like I totally understand. Though I'll admit there's some opinions you have with Star Wars that
I know
vehemently
that.
disagree with about.
I know
but
that, and that's why
still
I
love
try
you,
to
though.
not to. I try to not to. At the end of the day, it's like that's why I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to lose any friends. Best thing I could do is just to keep my Star Wars opinions to myself. So
That's why I want to do this hot takes thing, because I just want to get our frustrations out in a healthy way.
dude, I'm telling
in
you
an
though,
ordered
if
way.
it could really really easily turn unhealthy, man. I'm just saying, be careful, okay?
So
I will.
Wear a
What it-
rubber. Wear a
so
rubber, guys.
me saying that Luke's story was diminished by the prequels.
I guess
is a
the word
setup,
diminished
but
is just too strong. Okay,
You didn't say it, Brian. Brian, you didn't say it. He
I
did.
said it.
Yeah.
It's going. I said that because I want to show, just because something new came out does not diminish Anakin's story because of Alkalite. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was going.
Oh man,
See how that
really
works?
got us there. Woo!
No, look,
There was
like,
a
I knew you
moral
were
to
going
this
somewhere with
argument.
that.
God damn.
Like at the end of the day,
I
at the end of the
try,
day,
Brian. I try.
Luke is Luke, Anakin's Anakin, and look, there's different heroes for different. Look, Anakin was the chosen one, regardless of the fact of what people think is going to happen. He's still the chosen one. Wait till the finished product of the Acolyte finishes, and the story, the overall story finishes, to see where it's going, because we have no idea how things are. It's very intriguing, and
You know,
with the trolls, the people stop freaking crying over shit.
with Dom, talking, making sense and talking rational. I don't know if I want to need this anymore.
Nah,
I
listen,
might
you gotta
not need
keep
that
that, though.
anymore.
You got to keep that though, because there's other things that are out there. You know,
I know
But-
the what was it
no, but I'm
Skeleton
just
Crew?
saying, like BK thinks I sold out. I'm not the same person that I was when it
Oh,
comes
that
to
we both get checks from Kathleen Kennedy.
but at the end of the day,
Shills.
I want to be entertained. I want to enjoy.
I'll take a buddy.
I want to watch stuff. And like I said, the Acolyte is it's good. It's good, and the way people are trashing it, it's not fair. It is not fair the way they're trashing it. It's a different take on different things. You have different heroes, different situations, and at the end of the day, they did not break canon by having Mundi inside the goddamn episode. Please, they did not break
they
canon.
didn't.
You just broke me saying that.
No, look,
Broke it now.
his story is all in Legends that doesn't
Damn,
exist.
Dom. Where were you, man? I needed you, buddy.
All week we needed Dom.
Oh God,
we
you
needed
could have saved
Dom,
us from
man.
ourselves, bud.
Are
No,
y'all
the funny
aware
thing-
that there are 6 levels of canon to Star Wars?
Listen, this is
There
the
was
one thing
before Disney bought it, Dial.
the one
Yes.
thing that's really crazy that
Makes it
makes that
worse.
boggles my mind when it comes to all this, they get mad at everybody else. Who is the one that overlooks everything in Star Wars?
Filoni.
Yes.
Kennedy.
No,
He
Filoni
puts
now.
He puts the yes or no.
hmm
And he is the biggest freaking retcon of canon when it comes to things, books, freaking comics, whatever it is. He changes things around. And look,
Before you say that, Dom, isn't it a fact that he said that the only canon he follows is George Lucas's films, not the comics, not the books?
he follows
not
the
Legends.
The G level canon? The G level canon?
Well, that was before Disney bought it. When Disney bought it, everything that post Disney, everything that was before got wiped out. Everything that's after it, books, comics, everything is canon. So, like,
Brian.
I have bought almost all of those new canon books. They're amazing. Okay, I recommend that you guys dabble in them as well to expand your Star Wars worlds. Brucifer has been turning me on to the High Republic comic books, which is fantastic. I didn't really get much of the story from the other parts of the High Republic.
Oh, you started
There's
reading the books I showed you?
Yeah. So I'm like,
awesome,
guys,
dude.
there is canon content out there to be had.
Yes.
A lot of it actually helps and supports what we're seeing on the screen. So, like, guys, get out there and dive into this shit, man. It's there.
If anybody want a link for the High Republic comics, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram or X.
And he'll DM
Send
me.
it to me. Send it to me.
Well, you know what's funny?
They're already
The
on phase
book
3.
that what's the name did for
Mhm.
Ahsoka, the Ahsoka novel.
Oh,
Filoni
yeah.
took it and said, "This is great, 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 great," and then he just retconned the entire book when he
Really?
he did the Siege of Mandalore in the
did.
cartoon. So
Yeah,
So
the
basically-
last
Yeah,
episode of Clone Wars.
yeah,
If they decide, if Filoni and whoever, if they decide whatever happens in TV and film will
it's canon.
piss on anything that happens in any other ancillary media, even
if you want to
today.
think, if you want to think about it in other terms, it's exactly what James Gunn is trying to do with DC.
I just look at it like this.
Cherry picking.
Not everybody.
Cherry
No,
picking.
he just wants to
not
have his
everybody
own
has
story.
Time. Not
Yeah,
everybody has
but he's
time.
also cherry picking pieces of what came before.
Oh, I
it's
get you.
not
Not
like-
everybody has time. There's 25-minute YouTube videos that I watch in the background that tell me without those stories.
But again, that's not what they should be
There's a
doing with
lot of
High
legend
Republic.
stuff that's seeping
No, I
into.
mean, there's like I'm
canon.
talking about like normies that like have only watched like there's 11 Star Wars movies.
Well,
out
the
there,
normies
and
aren't
I don't
having
know how
these
many shows.
these blood sport conversations about Star Wars either.
Well, that I'm saying, but I'm talking about just the canon part of it. Like they don't really know.
Well, they
Like-
don't,
like,
but they don't.
you
They
know,
also
they-
don't like
They
dive.
took the
further
time
than
with
that.
High Republic. They took the time with High Republic to hit all demographics. They put out children's stuff. They put young adult stuff out, and they put out adult stuff. They put out
Yep.
books. They put out comics. It's all within continuity of High Republic. So they are taking the time to build that canon of High Republic. So if they do High Republic stuff,
For the last,
they should
what, 5
follow
years?
those things.
Yeah. So what happened? Like
Last 5
yeah,
years,
it's been
right?
almost 5 years now. What happens to all these kids that love this Young Jedi Adventure show? And
Yep.
they've got disposable income and they want to see their Jedi
Mhm.
on.
And it-
We're gonna.
I just-
we
I-
always
I-
do.
I
What's
just
that,
put the
Brian?
link.
Who love nubs?
Hold on. I just put the
Nubs.
link for the High Republic, the first year, in the private chat.
Ooh.
That is for Marvel, and then this link is for High Republic Adventures from
Dark
from
Horse.
well,
IDW.
it was
Dark
IDW.
Horse
Now,
Comics.
well,
Now
it was
IDW.
IDW
Yeah.
initially for the first two
Dark
phases.
Horse.
Now it's Dark Horse.
But if you search on that site for the High Republic, it will show you 2021, 22, 23, 24, so you can actually catch up.
Dark Horse is about to have a new owner, I think.
I mean, probably it's a mess. But like I said, with High Republic, they took the time to try to feed content to all the different demographics, build a world, a new world, within that universe in a different time that's not Skywalker related. And I think if they do anything live action, that is what they are going to draw from, and that is going to be their canon.
Look, I guarantee there's going to be an animated series, another like a more of an adult animated series of High Republic coming very in the near future. High Republic is the.
I'll watch it.
is their brand.
I'll watch it.
We can see.
Okay, no
Anybody ever
Old
seen
Republic-
Rashomon?
What is
That's what
that?
everyone. You know what?
You mean Kurosawa's
The
Rashomon?
Kurosawa
Yeah.
thing?
Oh yes.
First, I thought you said Gotcha Man. I was like, yeah, Battle.
No.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, Gotcha Man's great. I've been on an Ultraman and Spectreman kick for the last couple of weeks. If you haven't watched Ultraman Rising on Netflix, I can't recommend it enough. I'm not usually a kids, a family CGI movie guy, and I may be a bit biased because I'm friends with the director. And if you're familiar with his work, you'll probably be in. And if you like Ultraman, even if you don't, watch it. It's just
I'm watching the series they have up, the first season.
I just want
yeah. This movie is just like a distillation of everything that ever made that character, and its lore great in a nice little package, right?
You know what I want? I don't
Deserve to be seen in theaters.
Right
You know,
now, I
Mark
want
Austin-
I want the next slide so we can stop talking about Star Wars. That's
Mark
what I want.
Austin, Anthony, who played Boba Fett in the special edition Star Wars. He also worked on the Ultraman.
And this is Star Wars. Was it Young Adventures? Young Adventures?
Yeah, that little
It's
blue
so
guy.
cute. It's
That
so
little
cute,
blue
though.
guy.
That's adorable.
Get
Well,
on the-
that's cool. I could see a kid really
But
loving
no
something like
nubs.
that.
No.
Yeah,
Nub.
they
Oh,
can't
good
keep
old
that
nubs.
shit in stock. That little blue guy, whatever. Yeah, Nub
Yeah, it's
or
Nubs.
whatever.
Nubs.
He can't. He's a fucking off the shelf.
I will say this: the training
like an
they
Ewok
showed.
killer to me.
I will say this: the training they showed in the Alkalite where they had sticks. These little babies have lightsabers.
They already have
Just saying.
lightsabers.
All right,
We
moving
can
on.
confirm that the little blue guy in
Yes.
Skeleton Crew is a Max Rebo. Is from Max Rebo's race.
Yes.
Yes,
And
RJ,
his
there's a
name-
teddy
his
bear
name
in
is-
Star Wars.
His name is Neil. Hello, Neil.
And
I would
listen,
buy that.
the
I
teddy
would
bear
buy
is
that.
no.
He's using his feet.
You know what? Whoever did that British accent, perfect.
Oh,
All right, and
thank you, Claudia.
Moving on, we got
Neil.
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics will be complete on cartridge and disc and will not require a download. So this you will not have to download anything. Everything for this game will be on the disc until they release downloadable content.
Let's go. That's hype.
I mean,
People that are running out of space on their hard drives because 1 terabyte is not enough for modern gaming.
I mean, let's be honest. Who wins in a fight? Like Captain America or Ryu? Like who wins?
Ryu?
Nah, shut up. Stop it.
You mean
I just want to see Chun Li smash some watermelons with her thighs, and I'm happy.
Remind me to introduce you to my other co-host. You will love his clips.
Who's your other co-host?
I mean, who wins? Wolverine or Mega Man? Come on, man.
Mocking
Man.
draws.
Oh, we'll have to have him on
A
the
lot of his clips are actually from the Street Fighter game that he's got modded up with like bikinis and racy outfits.
Oh.
Oh my God, Nintendo.
Like I said,
People
you
like
guys
that.
would love his clips.
This is good. And Mega Man can kick Wolverine's ass.
No.
No.
I can kick your ass with Mega Man. God damn it! I can't wait. I can't wait to get this. I'm getting this for PS4.
I'm gonna
because
beat
trying
your
to
ass.
play anything online on the Switch is a hassle with their
Black Widow
15-digit
versus
friend
Chun-Li.
show.
Christopher, when I get the game, I'm gonna beat you at that game, guaranteed.
I'm getting it on PS5 for sure.
And it's
Where's
for
my-
five.
where's-
And it's for
I
five.
still got
gigs of
Street Fighter. I still got Street Fighter 6, so we can play that if you want.
I don't have
You're
Street Fighter.
only allowed to be Cyclops in that game, Bruce.
Yeah, RJ, we know you're lurking.
I am.
and I didn't realize.
Cyclops
that-
my favorite character.
I'm not playing this on Nintendo. I'm playing this on PlayStation 5. So
Let's go.
Big ol' L for Nintendo. Yeah, I'm talking to you,
This
RJ.
I know.
This is
RJ's
a
welcome
big
here now.
win
Be
for
nice.
all fighting game fans. All right, moving on for people that don't care about video games. A sequel to St. Elmo's Fire is being considered at
What?
Sony with the
What?
original cast returning.
Why?
Now,
Look
on
at
a side
this.
note, I did just watch the Andrew McCarthy documentary.
Yeah, there's
Goes
no
around.
way he's coming back, right? You watched it, right?
He
You
reunited.
could-
Well, he reunited. Well, he met with Rob Lowe there. He met with Demi Moore. He met with Emilio, and he met with Ali Sheedy. And you got Judd Nelson at the very end on a phone call, calling
No
in.
Mayor Winningham. No Mayor Winningham.
No Mayor Winningham in that.
I mean, she's still pretty active today
Well,
too.
from
She's
what
still.
guys, from what I hear, Judd Nelson's like really like that in real life. Like the Judd Nelson from like New Jack City that doesn't give a shit about anything is like the real life Judd Nelson. Like he.
So
like,
when
this
he
dude
plays,
doesn't-
he plays
is
himself
Bender?
in most movies.
Yeah, like he
Oh.
does not give a shit, man. So like,
You remember?
I would love to see him come back. I love St. Elmo's Fire, but this would be like remaking The Breakfast Club. Why would you fuck with a classic like this?
Yo, how
Because
about
That's
the
what they do,
kid?
bro.
He was great in making the grade.
You remember from the hip where he played the lawyer who had to defend John Hurt? It was a Bob Clark movie.
What's
It was
I always loved Judd. Oh, since I was a kid.
Elizabeth Perkins, Judd Nelson, Dan Monahan, John Hurt. Who played the judge in that movie?
Do you guys know that Judd Nelson was the voice of Hot Rod in the Transformers
Yes,
movie?
I was about to say that. But you,
Like-
Yes,
like-
yes,
like-
yes, yes, yes. Hot rod, yes.
When I was a kid, Judd Nelson was.
Oh, of course
everywhere.
you
I
come
loved
back
him.
for that, Blue Jay.
There's a Suddenly Susan rerun on. I'm stopping. That's all I'm saying.
Hot Rod was the best Transformer.
I agree.
fucking ass on that one. No way.
He's one of them. One of them.
I mean,
Nah.
out of
Best
all the Brat
Transformers
Pack
sideways.
movies, this
Don't
was
you believe in that, man?
not my favorite.
St. Old Ass Fire.
What is St. Elmo's Fire?
They're a bunch of recently
it's a coming of
graduated
age- yeah,
college
graduated-
students.
Come on,
graduated
Demi
college
Moore was
student.
hot in St. Elmo's
It's
Fire,
just
man.
a
Come on.
coming of age story, DL. But
And
it's
then
a
like
great movie.
they were all archetypes. Like Andrew
Yeah.
McCarthy was the one everybody thought was gay, but he wasn't because he was in love with Ali Sheedy.
Which was
and
Judd
then-
Nelson's girlfriend in the movie.
Yeah, and Judd Nelson and Ali
But-
Sheedy were engaged, and Emilio Estevez was in love with somebody else that
The
wasn't part of
virgin,
their
the
crew.
blonde. Yeah.
And then Rob Lowe was the ladies' man in a band, and Mare Winningham was in love with him, but he was banging
Andy
all the other
McDowell.
chicks.
Andy McDowell.
Yes.
Was in love with Andy McDowell. Yeah, this is
I
a
think
great
we should
movie,
do a
yeah.
watch party for St.
I'm
Elmo's
down.
Fire.
I'm sure I've got it.
I've never seen it.
I got
so.
it's streaming on Amazon, so that'd be
I
fun.
just
We
know
don't
the
have to do
song.
it.
I just
And I
know the
was in
song.
high,
It is
dude.
a
I was in
ridiculously memorable
This was
soundtrack.
the
Yeah,
Brad
no,
yeah.
Brian-
You need like I was in high school when that came out. I thought that was going to be my life.
No,
Yeah.
Like,
Brian-
and it kind of
Man in
was, I
Motion.
guess. I mean,
Man in
post
Motion,
college
that
was
a-
kind of like that.
That was
But
a
St.
great
Elmo's
song.
Fire.
It really was a great song. It was everywhere that year.
I hear it
Oh,
on the
yeah,
radio
John
all the
Parr.
time.
The album on my freaking phone. I got on my iPod.
What's
Freaking
your
St.
favorite
I'm about to say, look at these young people.
oh, it had all that great
Serious
David
note.
Foster.
Yeah,
all
you
those
can
great
tell
David
who was a kid
Foster
in the 80s.
piano
too.
instrumental.
Hey, guys,
Yep.
hold on.
The makeout instrumental. That's
Yeah, those David Foster instrumentals are beautiful, man.
DL, I would advise you to watch the Brat Pack. Well, it's streaming
What
on
the heck
Amazon
is
or
the
Hulu.
Brat Pack?
That's what they were called, the Brad
People
Hey, we
you
also-
see
I
on-
think it was on
What were they
Hulu.
called?
These people
Cool.
you
Also,
see on
shout
the
out-
picture right there. Yeah, they were called the Brat Pack. They were a young group.
Your
Ian
mic is
Anderson,
going in and
Judd
out,
Nelson,
Chris.
Rob Lowe. They were considered the Brat Pack because they were such a.
Your mic, Chris. Your mic.
Because they were-
And thankfully,
They were called the
thankfully,
Brat
I believe the
Pack because
version.
an asshole reporter
Jesus Christ.
wrote a story about them and dubbed them the Brat Pack.
The Brat Pack,
Which-
yeah. After the Rat Pack, the Sinatra and
Yes.
Frank, and
Better? Worse?
Dean Morton.
so
And that's screwed up some of them in the head.
I believe this is one movie that we did get the Schumacher cut of, because I believe its director Joel Schumacher did get the version that was released of this film was his version.
This was a great movie, timeless, and hopefully they can do
Is that better? Or
Or
a
not
sequel justice with this. But let's move on.
We'll see.
Anyway, hold on. Yeah, the Brat Pack are all those people you see in that picture. They were a group of youth that had movies coming out of their asses. That's why I wanted to ask: was St. Elmo's Fire a John Hughes movie or not? I can't remember.
Joel Schumacher directed it.
Well, okay, I can't remember. If it was
I don't think
movie or
Hughes
not.
wrote St. Elmo's Fire, did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't
He
have
wrote.
anything.
He wrote.
That
I mean,
was-
he wrote Pretty in Pink. And
It definitely felt
Breakfast
like a
Club
John Hughes
and-
movie.
yeah, it was
definitely
kind
felt-
of a spiritual. You know, it was.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
be back
Paramount and
talking
Universal
about
handled
Batman.
all those John Hughes movies. It was Sony's entree into that because they had failed up to that point. I think everything they were doing was like TNA.
Hey,
I gotta pee. I'll be right back because I don't give a
All
shit
right.
about this Batman.
Andy Serkis reveals Batman 2 begins filming in early 2025.
Haven't they
Hell
been
yeah,
saying
baby.
for like
Hell
several
yeah.
weeks that it's going to be
Okay.
starting in 2025?
Dun,
It's not
dun, dun.
Andy Serkis reveals what's been known for months.
Yes.
I mean, can we mine another Nirvana song out of this movie, please?
Ooh, rate
Yes,
me?
I'm being a sarcastic.
Heart
jerk,
shaped
'cause
box.
I hated that part of it.
Just
Really? You
wake,
don't like that new take?
No.
just wake me when Brave and the Bold comes out.
Of course.
Here we go. DL being DL.
You know.
Yeah, I've got hot takes.
Before the
I'm
Brave
just
and the
saying.
Bold.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
we've
pissed
known this
off
for
a lot
months.
of people when I said I'm more excited for Brave and the Bold than the Batman Part 2.
We know this is coming out. Thank you, Andy, for freaking confirming this. Moving on. Scarlett Johansson has been
Oh,
cast in Jurassic World. She says the script for
About
Jurassic
time.
World movie is incredible.
Lies.
David Cope wrote it, returned to Jurassic Park after like 30 years to write the
David,
script.
let me see. Hold on.
He is so passionate about it, which is awesome. And that's what all stars say about their movies.
So hold on. Okay, if I want to say, let me look up the filmography of Mr. David Coep. All right,
Yes,
so
please
so-
clear off the
so-
credentials.
Bring it
so-
up.
David
so-
Kep.
So
Yeah.
if Mr. Scarjo, so is Mrs. Scarjo says the script is so fantastic, let's see what he worked on. Let's see. He wrote the.
Oh, you're probably going to be
Oh,
eating
oh,
your. Don't. I wouldn't be so smug about that, Blue Jay.
I will be
no,
because most of these movies are garbage. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let me go up the filmography. I don't know who this dude is. I'm just being funny. All right.
I'll bring it up on the screen for you.
He wrote
Hold on,
Carlito's
hold on.
Way.
Hold on. Let me hear. Let me
Dude,
say
he
it.
wrote Bad Influence. End of story.
Carlito's
Hold on.
Way.
Let me go. All right.
Let him
here
go.
we go.
Let him cook.
Black Widow's gonna fight one of the dinosaurs.
God damn, Bruce. I was trying to.
Go ahead,
Okay,
you can
that's
have
my
your ball.
start.
I'll
You
give you
ruined the
back your
joke.
moment.
You ruined.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go on.
He wrote the OG Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
He is a co-writer of Mission
Hey,
Impossible,
Zeke.
the first one.
Okay.
Mhm.
He
He adapted the original Jurassic.
Well, yeah, right, yeah. He also wrote The Lost World. He is a writer of Spider-Man 1. He co-wrote Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, no.
He co-wrote War of the Worlds. Okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's going up and down, up and down.
All right. He's he's mostly a lot of co-writing. So, Angels and Demons.
Ugh.
He is a co-writer of the 2017
I'm with
Mummy.
the
Oh,
I'm with the Al on that one.
Yeah, Blue Jay just skipping over so many movies.
I know. I'm fucking around right now.
It's
but-
a-
cherry
I,
picking.
I need to
He
know
directed
that.
Secret Window. He stole my story. That's a great movie.
Zathura.
Yeah, David Kep. I don't know. Everybody has
Zathura's okay.
turkeys in their bio, man. Everybody's got turkeys in their bona fides.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Secret
Can't escape it.
Jack
You know?
Ryan,
Well,
Mordecai is
you know,
one of the only things in there that I'm like, But
Indiana Jones 5.
If you've never seen Curtis Hansen's Bad Influence, holy
all
crap!
right,
Watch
let
Bad
me
Influence.
just mention a few he may have glossed over.
Thank
I'm
you.
just being funny,
Becomes
okay?
her. Death Becomes Her.
Oh,
Not
That was
mad
a
at
great
that.
movie.
Carlito's Way.
Great movie.
Okay.
yeah.
The Shadow.
Okay.
The first Mission Impossible.
I just said that.
He did
Oh.
say that.
Panic Room.
Nice.
Okay.
Secret Window. But then Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
I like
Okay,
Snake
that's
Eyes.
enough. That's
I love
enough.
Snake Eyes.
It's the Nicholas. It's the Nicolas Cage movie.
Just
Not
'cause you
it-
hate Nicolas Cage. No, Bruce hates
I do.
Nicolas Cage.
I do.
So
I
We
do.
should be done after he said Snake Eyes. We're done. This
And
movie is garbage.
Dial of Destiny.
Wait, guys, Bad Influence.
No.
Are you talking about the one with James Spader?
James Spader, Rob Lowe,
Yeah, that's a great.
Lisa
That is a
Zane.
great yeah, that is a great movie. Yeah, that's a great
It's
movie.
a fantastic movie.
Hold on.
Lost
I want to.
World, 2017 Mummy.
what did Joseph say?
Oh, hold on. I want to
See, when we say Snake Eyes, we're not talking about GI Joe.
Yes,
yeah.
Oh,
the
you're not
Nicolas
talking about
Cage
Nicolas
movie.
Cage.
I was trying.
Nick
I was.
Cage, yeah.
Yes.
I was trying to calm him down.
Had to
I don't want to.
clarify.
Yeah, I want to clarify. I
I
want
almost
to.
died.
I
Heated.
want to
I'm
simmer
like,
him down. Hey,
it's gonna be good.
Wusa deal. It's not Snake Eyes. It's not the terrible one. Okay.
It's still terrible. It has Nick Cage in it.
I'm currently trying to convince
Aw,
people
man.
that these protests that are happening outside of the Maxine premiere aren't real.
Not real.
You know what? A24 has great marketing.
Stage.
A24's marketing is
Yep.
phenomenal. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they didn't stage a protest just for marketing.
Yeah, they staged a protest.
did.
How do
It's
you
an
how do you get a protest with that many people on the red carpet? Come
Wait,
on.
about porn. About porn. Of all things.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't be
this-
surprised
when-
about that. Go ahead,
I'm
Tom.
I'm glossing over that. But when it comes to anything in the Jurassic Park franchise, I'm less worried about the words in the script, the dialogue, than I am just give me some bomb ass big dinosaurs.
Mhm.
Make them look cool and make them eat people. That's
when
what
you're
I'm
this-
there to see.
When you're this far in the franchise, it's like Fast or Furious. Make it bigger, make it faster, make it scarier.
Exactly.
And
Come
move
on.
on.
That's what they feel. Okay, that's what these movies has just become. Like the first film is mostly just like a cautionary tale of people playing God. Now after that, they're just about big dinosaurs eating motherfuckers up.
And,
Come on,
That's
go
all.
back to the old times.
and
Bring it
stopping
to the
dinosaurs with your hands.
Land of the Lost. Let's go.
And
I mean-
turning
Oh,
I'm not
dinosaurs
even gonna
into
lie. I saw the first
monsters.
Jurassic Park movie just to see people getting eaten.
There's another David, the guy that did the It Follows guy's doing a dinosaur movie with Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway.
I like Anne Hathaway. You know what I think they should do? I think they should bring Denver into the Jurassic Park world. I think they should bring Barney into the Jurassic Park world. They should definitely bring that little one from the Land Before Time. They should bring him in there. Well,
Grimlock.
Bring Chaka from Land of the Lost.
There you go.
Chaka Kaninara.
Chaka like.
Dude,
Yeah, we
bring
need Jurassic Park versus Power Rangers.
Grimlock.
I'm in.
No.
You know the Power Rangers are winning, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
they'll form that big Voltron ripoff, and then they'll go fight everybody with it.
It's not a Voltron ripoff.
It's absolutely a Voltron
It's
ripoff.
not a Voltron ripoff.
No, it's that actually started before Super Sentai was out in the 70s.
I think.
Does anybody remember Dynaman when they first brought Super Sentai to the United States and did English dubs with them before the Power Rangers?
Why do they call it that? It's G-Force.
It's
Call
Gotcha
it
Man.
G-Force, man.
Gotcha Man, buddy. Gotcha Man.
There we go.
But yeah, at this point,
The Battle of the Planets.
I'm so beaten down by the franchise. I'm not expecting anything great with this. They want to go stupid. They want to go over the top. I don't care. I don't believe Scarlett Johansson when she says that the script for this movie is incredible because they claim that.
What is she gonna say? I'm in the movie. This script is shit.
Oh, just like this.
That's incredible.
Just like this. Hold on. Just like this.
She says, just because I sued Disney, I'm not coming back. She's coming back.
Joseph Quinn on the script for Fantastic Four, he really enjoyed the script.
Okay.
So stars will enjoy the scripts of the shows they're in, unless you're in Madam Web and you're Weston A. Johnson.
I also never met a comic book artist that was like, yeah, I hated drawing this book. That script was shit.
I love to see that in interviews and like the behind.
I've seen it happen in hotel lobbies but I've never seen it happen online.
Always in sports, baseball players when they get big money, they always say, I always wanted to be for this team, this and that. But you're getting paid.
I always wanted to play for this last place team that's not going to go anywhere.
I always enjoyed playing for this team. They gave him the freaking money. What is he going to say? This team sucks. I'm just taking the money. I'm going to play and do my best. Oh,
nobody in the real world says I'm excited to be in Cleveland.
Hey. Kyle Lowry, currently with the Heat. He has said when he's ready to retire, he is going to return to Toronto for one day just so he can retire with the right jersey.
Wait, hold up. I'm missing something here. Mama Bear loves horror movies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You love Star Wars.
Nope.
Star Trek.
Yes.
And you know about sports.
I had a father.
All right.
Look at that.
Wow, she's rubbing it in. What about all the people that don't have dads?
No,
Wow.
my parents got divorced when I was very young, so watching sports with my dad was how we bonded. I can talk baseball, I can talk hockey, I can talk basketball, I can talk wrestling.
Oh,
Wrestling.
Soccer, of course.
Sorry, you've been stuck with those Maple Leafs up there.
Yeah.
What about golf?
Hey, so you can say what you want about the Maple Leafs. When you find a Maple Leafs fan, that'll tell you one thing about them, that they are loyal for life.
Did they win?
Well, that's all I watch on my hockey feeds. I love watching after game reactions.
Coming soon.
Maple Leaf fans.
Coming soon. Sports show on Kingdom of Nerds with Brian and Mama Bear. We will be talking wrestling, baseball, basketball.
Yeah.
No nerd stuff, but sports.
Hey, Mama Bear.
Wrestling?
Yes, darling.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's not sports.
What about golf?
It is a sport.
The original name for me, the original name of golf, where the word golf came from, I'm sticking with that.
Mr.
Gentlemen
Palmer.
only, ladies forbidden.
What about Wimbledon?
I've been watching a lot
find
of
it boring
professional
as hell.
pickleball.
It is boring.
Professional pickleball is hypnotizing in an almost ASMR kind of way, where you're just watching.
I was just thinking that. I was just.
What?
Yeah,
Pickleball?
I see Ashley's question. I would love to understand football. I cannot wrap my head around it. And I talk with Americans all the time. This is
It's
all
as easy
Americans
as
talk
hockey.
about. Somebody
It's
please
just
help
as
me with
easy
this.
It's
I
just
wish
as
I
easy
could.
as
I wish I
hockey,
could
and
understand
all.
it myself. I wish I could
Man,
understand
you
it
get
myself.
4 tries to make 10 yards. That's it. That's the
Raptors,
game.
of course.
I am
You know,
actually favorite basketball team. I will always be a lifelong Knicks fan.
Yeah. Raptors for
Yep.
me. I have been Raptors since day one, and literally since the team came out and they announced it, and the man who is currently their assistant coach was sitting in the classroom right next to me.
Good. Always,
wow.
always rep your hometown team. That's
Sacramento
that's
Kings,
what it is.
baby.
Listen, you guys
Yeah, I'm a
have,
Bulls.
you guys-
I go back
I
and forth
never
between Bulls,
understood New
Lakers.
Yorker. I never understood New Yorkers being fans of LA Raiders, Dallas Cowboys.
Well, they're not
any other
Raider fans; they're fashion statements.
Miami
To be fair, I
Dolphins.
can't
Like,
understand
all
Texans
fans.
being fans of Dallas Cowboys.
guys,
I think I
guys,
told
don't get it.
Brian why I'm
I
a
would,
Niners
I
fan.
would, I would like to say something. Okay, you
Yes,
all
dear.
Go
come
ahead.
from great. You all come from great cities. You all have great teams. Okay, but I come from the greatest city with the greatest team with the greatest player of all time, Michael. We have 6 rings. We would have that. We would if his dad wouldn't have died. We'd have 8 rings right now, maybe 10. I'm just saying. Chicago's the best.
Or if he didn't have
I'm
to stop
not-
playing
I'm not
basketball shortly
saying-
for his gambling issues.
I'm not saying Chicago's the greatest city on earth when it comes to sports, but Chicago's the greatest city of when it comes to
My brother has a good friend who is in the NBA, and if I don't even know if there's enough zeros to say how much money trades hands on a professional basketball bench. It's
Taking over
Oh,
chat
during
again.
betting, yeah, gambling's a big problem in all.
Mixed
oh
martial
my
arts,
god,
I have
millions and
watched
millions and millions of dollars.
And Bruce,
Just-
your city gave us the greatest rivalry I think in basketball history, outside of the Celtics and Lakers. Probably it was the Bulls
I
and
still
the Knicks.
say
The Bulls
if-
and the Knicks was
I
great.
still say if that whole slow speech chase of OJ interrupted everything, I think the
Everything.
Knicks would have won. The Knicks would have won that game. Just saying.
I was actually pulling for him that year because Michael was gone, and I wanted to.
That
see
was like
somebody
their
new.
best team.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Up
about
until
OJ.
now.
I thought you were pulling for OJ in the chase.
No, the Knicks.
Get away, Juice! Get away, Juice! You can do it.
Yeah, the Pistons did beat Michael that one time.
Yeah,
okay?
Detroit, bitch.
That one time, and they hacked
Bill
the shit out
Lambier
of
and
him.
those.
They literally beat
Oh
the shit
man,
out of
those
Michael.
guys.
They
The
beat him
bad
up.
boys. The bad boys were
But don't
something
get me
else,
wrong,
man.
But don't get me wrong, I love that Pistons team. That was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
let's get back on track. Let's get
What a
back
great
on
team.
Yeah, we're gonna
Moving
move
on
away.
from Jurassic Park and sports for now.
Sorry about that.
21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street star Channing
Oh.
Tatum wants to make a 3rd film in the franchise. He said
Please.
Jonah Hill does too. He read a unused script for 23 and says it's amazing.
Of course,
Okay.
How about no?
Of course, he wants to do it.
Oh, those movies
I
are
thought
just
it was 23.
big
Funny.
dumb fun,
Also,
man.
So funny.
Yeah,
But they
the
are
Yeah.
first one especially.
but they
Oh,
are
and they really-
nothing like the TV show was.
No,
Oh,
no.
God.
But the TV
Nothing
show was,
like it.
well, the TV show was so
But you got those great cameos in the first movie.
Well,
Yeah, yeah,
but,
yeah.
but
That
can
was
we all
worth
agree?
the price of admission.
Can we all agree that that was a great time? Fox had just become a channel. They needed new blood. They brought in Married with Children and stuff like that. And a show like 21 Jump Street was so far ahead of its time. Like it really was like cutting edge TV, man. 21 Jump Street was the shit back in the 80s.
I can't agree with you, Chris. I loved all that new programming, but when Fox started, they took WFLD from an independent superstation to a Fox channel, and that really burned my bacon because there was a lot of good shit on that channel that just disappeared. So they could play Werewolf and Married with Children. And because remember back then they only had like one night of programming a week.
They had Cops, they had The Simpsons, they had 21 Jump Street, they had Married
Tracy
with
Ullman
Children.
show.
Tracy Ullman. I really can't remember anything after those 5 things.
Well, even before then, they had that Werewolf show with Chuck Connors.
Herman's Head.
Yeah, they had, and this was even before The Simpsons. They had that show called Whoops about the post-apocalyptic sitcom called Whoops.
Alien Nation, I believe, was Alien Nation on Fox as well?
It was. It
Yeah.
started on Fox, and then it went into syndication after they canceled it.
It's been 10 years since the last Jump Street movie.
That's crazy, man.
Good.
Seems like longer.
Guys,
Wow.
but I mean, listen.
Not long
I don't
ago.
think that's a bad thing, guys.
So what
2000
would
guys.
No.
2000. I want you to really wrap your mind around this. 2014 was 10 years ago. Wrap your mind around that.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
how
That's
quick
not hard for
10
me to
years
wrap my
went.
head around. I
So
have an
what would
11-year-old.
they do for a third movie though? What would they?
What the hell was that
I don't
in
know, though.
2014?
So what-
Bad stuff.
See,
I think
I
it
mean-
was so funny in that second one when he snapped out.
I mean,
Now I
I
would
would,
imagine that like they would definitely use the steadily approaching middle age status of these two guys, and
Maybe
probably
put-
interject some new
If I
fresh,
was gonna
young,
write
hot
it-
blood in.
That's what I would do. If I was going to do the show, I'd make these guys the one in charge. Make them have
Like
the headache,
they're
I-
the legacy now,
Yeah,
not the
and-
TV show. These
yeah.
guys are the legacy now.
Yeah, and
Hopefully
I
they
mean,
can make
I-
fun of improv comedy again because that was fun.
I
Oh,
like,
yeah.
look, as much as I love, I like 20. I love 22 Jump Street more. I wouldn't mind a third film, but I don't know where they would go. But do you guys remember that they were trying to do a crossover for Men in Black?
They weren't trying. That was like days from going before the camera. I think it was one of those deals where it just died a quick death. There were costumes and locations booked, and
you know, I remember after
That's
Alien
shit.
vs.
Like
Predator,
desperation.
when I saw Freddy
So-
and Jason and Alien vs. Predator, I remember thinking, oh my God, crossovers is going to be the next big Hollywood thing. They're going to make so much money. I thought they were going to do it all the time. They do it a few times. Like we're getting Wolverine, but it's still Marvel. Wolverine and
Godzilla
Deadpool.
and Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla and Kong, but I thought they were going to do it a lot. Like I thought we were going to start getting crazy shit. You know,
That's because they don't take like wild swings with it, you know. Like,
Yeah, I wish they would.
Oh,
I think that's about to
I
change.
still
I think,
say Fast and Jurassic could happen.
I would.
no,
I've
no. Listen to this one. Fast to the Future.
oh no.
No.
do not touch.
Oh my
Back to the
god.
Future. Do
I
not
would
touch.
like. I
You
would
want
like
me to
see-
raise
Oh,
I
it's
would
too
like-
late for that.
So,
You're-
so
you-
no,
you-
some,
ain't
somebody,
nobody-
somebody said, sorry, go ahead.
No, ain't
Right
nobody
on.
stopping Universal from making a new Back to the Future movie. Not even the two Bobs.
Mhm.
And it's happening. It's just a matter of time, whether they're alive or dead.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Camaro from 21 Jump Street in the Fast and Furious movie. That's a pretty nice Camaro.
God. I got a better idea. I'm surprised Sony hasn't even thought about this because they
What's
also
that?
own this property. And one of the films in the franchise just came out not too long ago. Bad Boys 23. Let's do it.
Oh
Bad
my
Boys
god!
21 Jump Street. Why?
Oh
aren't they thinking
yeah,
about
that would be fun.
How
Why
about a
would they?
Madam Web Jump Street crossover? That would be
Well,
fun.
I'm not against that. Actually, I'm
Well,
not
aren't
against
they
that.
actually talking about like I don't know if this is just one of Max's scoops or rumors, but Beverly
Fake
Hills
rumors.
Cop with Bad Boys, bringing
Be-
Eddie
Beverly
Murphy
Hill-
in.
But Beverly Hills is Paramount, so
The only reason
That's
that
what I'm saying.
Paramount
Sony
was made that
property.
Beverly Hills Cop movie is because Netflix asked for it.
No, bring
Yeah,
in
but
bring
They're
Paramount
already,
wouldn't-
they're already working on 5.
Yeah, Paramount wouldn't be making a 5 independent of Netflix if they didn't think that this one was good. And it's good.
Who owns the rights to Bad Boys?
Sony.
Sony.
Yeah, they're not
And
gonna
so
do
it's
that.
21 Jump Street. Sony, dude, why
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
they think
That
about
would-
that? Why are they
yeah,
not thinking about
Yeah,
that?
that's crazy.
It's right there.
That would be good. No, I would
Bad
watch
Boys
that.
23. Do it,
Bruce,
Sony.
Bruce, you would watch that. You know you would watch that.
I don't know about
Bad
that.
Boys 23.
No,
23,
no,
let's go.
no.
It'd be so lit.
It would. It would be. That would be awesome, dude. I love that idea.
How about the day after Bad Boys?
What?
Why not?
What? A
A
Zombie
Roland Emmerich,
crossover.
a Roland Emmerich
Yes.
apocalypse movie.
See, I
Yes,
think
yes.
I think of the
Come
most
on.
logical crossovers that would be badass. And y'all
we need a
keep bringing up
disaster movie with the Bad Boys.
like Fast and Furious and Day After Tomorrow. That's the best y'all can come up with every freaking time. All I
That's
hear
not
is
a bad idea.
Jurassic Park, Fast and Furious crossover. That's the stupidest thing. It's 2 different studios. Are y'all thinking before y'all come up with this stuff? Really?
I think
is
it
called
would be it would be
Fonzie,
ju- it
What
would be
happened?
it would be a blast to see Dom being flanked by 2 raptors as they go and get the bad
I mean,
guy.
they're both Universal. It's not beyond the realm of possibility.
Thank you.
There's
I
also
mean, the fr-
Transformers, too.
Hey, those.
Yeah.
Hey,
Trent, that was the one that I saw the other day was somebody suggesting Fast and Furious and Transformers.
I mean, it's just a matter of time before.
That's two different studios.
It is literally just a matter of time before we see Dominic
It was
Toretto.
largely for the name, and I don't feel right saying it out loud.
Hey,
You guys do realize it is just a matter of time before we see Dominic Toretto like jumping his Charger across the Hudson onto like the arm of the Statue of Liberty or some shit and driving up it and into some spaceship. Like it's getting crazy.
All right, moving on.
Listen, Bruce,
21
you got
Jump Street.
your
Moving
thumbnail
on.
for another show. For another show, dude. Crossovers. What
House
crossovers?
of Dragon star
Yeah.
Fabian Frankel has now limited his Instagram comments after facing harassment since season 2 started airing.
Oh,
Some of the
God, here we
comments,
go, folks.
where are you when the heir to the throne was murdered? I hate you. How did you go from being the most liked character and become the worst character in Game of Thrones history? Man, I hope someone jumps this guy. I hate you, Kristen.
He's
Wow.
an actor.
I mean,
People take these things so seriously.
For real.
Anthony
This
Starr
happens-
says
this
he
happens- this
can't even
happened all
go
the
out in
time with,
public now.
Supernatural actors too.
Yeah, Anthony Starr. It's ridiculous with Anthony Starr. People actually are accusing him of the stuff that Homelander does.
And
It's
audiences are confusing the actor with their character. It's always happened. There's always been a level of that, but the internet's made it
People are idiots.
something else entirely.
These
It's
people
just
make no sense to me. Like that dude's doing his job, and I hate him. I hate him. And you know what that means? That means he's a good actor.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
I don't understand the people that cannot separate the art from the art.
It's
Bradley
people who
Cooper
take it's
is
like
not
people
really
who
a
take pro
talking
wrestling
raccoon,
like
guys.
it's real.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. You're
It's
gonna
still
get mad
real
at
to
Rocket.
me, damn it.
Bradley Cooper. Remember when people got mad about? Remember when people really thought that Jurassic Park was harming real life dinosaurs? Remember that shit?
yeah. They posted that
really?
picture of
Really?
all the hunters. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
how
God.
crazy these people are. They really think that Bradley Cooper's a talking raccoon that has a tree for a best friend. They're not.
No,
I mean, there's
They're-
a certain element of I guess I can't get into it because I can't. Yeah, Chris knows what I'm talking about.
No, when we were kids, remember when we were kids, people real life hated Sue Ellen from Dallas. They hated her.
Yeah. And then
Uh,
Brucifer and I talked about something today about a young man in 1980 who, Eddie Seidel Jr. Wasn't too happy with ABC canceling Battlestar Galactica, so he did something about it. And I always get like,
he's
is
no
that
longer
real?
alive
Is
because
that
of
real?
it.
Oh, it's real. It's 100% real. It
Oh,
made
yeah.
the news. And I feel like that's where we're at now, where
Well,
if somebody's not going to hurt themselves over this shit, they're going to hurt somebody else.
We are never more than one episode. I've been saying this shit, and I don't want to say it on live feed right now, but because there's certain things I can't believe haven't happened yet. But we are never more than one episode away from another My Sister Sam episode, type of thing. Remember?
Oh
My
yeah,
Sister
yeah,
Sam?
yeah.
Like, bro,
Yep.
like that. They're out there. They're out there, man.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Too
fortunately
serious.
now we can see them because they can't keep quiet about their obsessions and they post about it, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, keep an eye on that one. This is where I learned this from. It was Ted Nugent sometime in the 80s was on Geraldo or Donahue or something.
Yeah.
And this was before he went wackadoodle or whatever. And he was talking about that message, whatever a message that most people find abhorrent or just repulsive or whatever. You want people to have a platform somewhere so you can point them out and stick a pin in them so everybody can see them. Right? You don't necessarily want to silence everyone because
No, you don't.
I want to know
The
who
great thing about
that person
freedom of
is,
speech-
man.
The great
Brian?
thing about freedom of speech is it gives you the fresh. Oh, it's like the fresh air is the best disinfectant. It'll show you who.
Yeah, daylight.
Yeah.
Daylight is the best disinfectant for sure.
I remember my daddy had to explain it to me because we were watching a football game, and my mom and pop were big Beatles fans, and my mom started crying, and I was asking my dad, why is my mom crying about football? And my dad had to literally explain the John Lennon thing to me. He had to explain it, and I thought, wow, that's crazy. That's like that doesn't happen all the time. I'll bet it's never going to happen to anybody I love. And then it happened to Dimebag Darrell with Pantera. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
wow, these people are fucking crazy. They're
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine wanting to murder someone because a band broke up? What?
Like the personal security, like the personal security industry is getting to the point where we see it every day here, where just normal everyday people have personal security because it's becoming affordable.
Yeah.
I've got a friend who's going to Abu Dhabi, and his Airbnb comes with an armed driver.
What?
Yeah, no, yeah. I have a friend,
Wow.
retired military, who goes over to Abu Dhabi all the time to watch the Formula One races and stuff. And he brings personal security with him all the time. He brings real life mercs with him. Real life mercs.
Yeah, it's a cottage industry in those places, and you're starting to see it more and more in American cities too, just because of the fear. There isn't necessarily a real tangible threat.
Well, no, but
all
you
the
got these
time.
idiots that want to live stream on Twitch and go up and try to prank people or bully them or steal. You know what I mean?
What is that YouTuber that he has a personal security guard and he goes around pushing and messing with people, and then his security guard grabs him and messes them up.
Everybody hates that.
Yeah, one of these days, somebody will put a stop to him and security guard.
He did it in a UFC fight or something.
Prayer.
They jumped another YouTuber.
Yeah, and then there was that whole. Remember the Jenny Jones incident? There've been multiple documentaries.
The guy that said he was in love with his friend, and dude freaked out.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I
My
miss
sister
Morton Downey Jr.
Oh my God, man. Well, one of the greatest. He was in Predator 2, man, and I'll never. Yeah, that's just one of the greatest things ever. Is that Morton Downey Jr.
was in Predator 2.
Yeah, he was like the
guy.
Yeah.
I forgot about
that was a brilliant piece of stunt casting right there.
This poor guy, man. This guy's such a good actor too, because he makes you hate him. Like, I hate what's his name? I hate him. Kristen Cole.
Christian Cole.
I hate him, and that's
Lord Christian.
wow. He's a good actor. Especially after this last episode. Oh my God, he's such a prick. Can you imagine having to shut down your Instagram because people are mad about your character?
Yeah,
I just got a like.
That's what's happening to actresses and actors that are in Star Wars and these IPs that are predominantly male-oriented nerdums. Women are being death threats. It's all around now.
It's not even the male-dominated ones. The supernatural community is known for it as well.
Yeah,
I mean the actors' wives get harassed to the point because some fans are absolutely convinced that the actors are secretly in love with each other.
Yes.
Yeah, they try to ship these.
They have fan fiction, everything.
Yeah.
No, like they will literally go up to the wives and harass them right in front of and during conventions.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it
is crazy. You know, I give RJ a lot of shit for being terminally online, but guys like RJ know the difference between the art and the artist. But there are people out there that really don't know. Like, they really don't get it.
Well, that's
you know who understands the difference between the art and the artist? Byron Allen. Byron Allen understands the difference between the art and the artist because he shows reruns of The Cosby Show on his channel. And by golly gosh, guess what? I'm gonna watch him.
I love.
I'd still buy Jello pudding pops if they sold them.
Well, you see, it's kind of funny how you bring up
growing up. That was must-see TV.
Go ahead, Dom. Hold on one second.
It's kind of funny how you brought up Fox. You know, the Bundys, and you just brought up the Cosby Show. You know, Al Bundy is the best dad of all. After all, Bill Cosby and the father from Seventh Heaven. So you got to think about it.
Oh my God!
My God! Could be the best.
Who said Al Bundy wasn't? No, did anybody ever say Al Bundy? I thought that was like
no. People.
I know that was the joke.
Al Bundy was a great dad. I want him to be my dad.
Yeah, I know that was
son of a bitch sold shoes to support his family. That's
yeah. He was, you know, and those kids didn't suffer. They were party animals.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to be his wife.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
I love me some Peg. I never saw what.
Oh, Peggy had it made, dude. She sat on her ass and ate bonbons all day.
Right,
dude.
but listen,
and I never
I don't think you guys know. Like, I know the real story. Okay, first of all, you guys have seen Malcolm in the Middle. You know,
Yeah, I have.
You know that is literally Bryan Cranston. He faked his death in Breaking Bad, and now he's in witness protection with his. Peggy Bundy. Look, Peggy Bundy is really like you don't know, but she left Al. She left Al Bundy and she married this motorcycle guy.
Yeah, she married
changed her name to Gemma Teller.
Changed her name to Gemma Teller, right? Dude.
Brucey.
Yes.
And then she
You're gonna
lost
need
it and started a was in
Hold
a
Hold on 1 second. What you said, Mama Bear?
I think you're going to need to create a new conspiracies thing, for conspiracies.
Everybody forgets that she was on that John Ritter show for years, man. And then John Ritter croaked and David Spade took over.
That was sad. That was sad.
Yeah.
And David.
Oh, dude, John Ritter was a national fucking treasure.
David, I love his daughter. His daughter's so
All right.
good. Yeah.
Moving on from stars being harassed online. Don't harass stars. They are not their characters. So next up, Shrek 5 is currently in the works. The film is eyeing to release in 2025.
There are 5 of these now, really?
Now
yeah. Hey, what are the odds that when it comes out that it's just 5 wreck, that the S is a 5 and
I hope so.
Yeah, shit.
I hope so.
Forever After.
I loved the first 2. I loved the first 2, and I never saw any after that. But the first 2 were so good.
Yeah.
See, did he ever go to Oz in one? Did he ever go to Oz in one of these movies? I'm not talking about the magical land on the other side of the rainbow. I'm talking about the penitentiary in upstate New York.
I still know the song in my head. That's such a bullshit show. I've been 13 years, and let me tell you something. There would never be a prison like that, ever.
It's coming back, Chris. It's coming back. They've already started shooting test footage.
Ain't that where J.K. Simmons came from? Was Oz? He came
well,
from?
yeah, that's what made him blow up, yeah. But no, what the new Oz is called, it's got a different name, but the surviving characters are returning.
Hey, I was in Oz.
Is it going to be called Petroleum Penitentiary?
Petroleum No, Bruce, have you ever watched it? You used to be a cop. You know that is some bullshit. It's good TV, but I used to watch it and go, no, there's no way.
I've gotten stories from correction officers, and it's pretty bad with the rape and the drugs and the And now recently they're live streaming rapes from jail now online.
Goodness.
How are they getting the phones in?
The fuck?
The officers, of course. Duh.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know, man. Prison's probably changed a lot since I've been home 20 years, but I don't know.
All right, let's move on.
I was in a couple episodes of Oz.
The final chapter until it's
I was doing extra work. When I did my
Paramount is raising the prices.
Wait, are you being serious, Tom?
Yeah, being serious.
Wait,
wow, really?
Well, that means I'm done with Paramount. Bye, IE.
Yeah,
Paramount. You said, Dom?
Yeah, you might as well cut it now because it's not going to be long before it's
sold. Something
else entirely.
Well, not only that, I want to get back to Dom in a second, but not only that, but Paramount has good movies, but it has the shortest selection of all when it comes to your streaming. It's just it's the Tubi has better shit than Paramount. I'm just gonna say
Paramount has freaking
Transformers.
Evil,
that's it. And
Evil.
It has
Evil.
I don't know.
You get your CBS.
Well, dude, the only reason I got it was for Star Trek, and that's it. And now that I don't really need it anymore.
I was saying I did some background work in Oz. I was in the scenes in the TV show in Oz. So I worked on the set. I got to meet a lot of the guys on the set when I did my acting back in the day.
That is awesome. That's awesome. The guy Chuck Zito that was in there, the Italian, the mafia guy. I've every time I've gone to a UFC event, he's there. I've got so many pictures with that guy.
Well, he
really talks like that, bro. He really talks like that.
Didn't he punch Van Damme in the face?
I thought he put him in a headlock. He might have punched him. I don't
like
remember.
That. He did something like that. He punched Van Damme. Yeah.
I thought he punched AJ Benza.
All right, moving on from this.
Yep, moving on.
Donkey movies in the works. Eddie Murphy will return to voice Donkey.
You're just milking this dry, aren't you, Universal?
You're not just milking it dry. You're not just
And
milking it dry.
as Degrassi said earlier, they should have made a donkey show.
Exactly. This is a donkey show.
You know what? His kids are adorable. I'm actually excited about this movie.
The dragon kid. Oh yeah, he's got dragon babies. I forgot.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little
Donkey.
donkey dragon baby.
Donkey.
Give me a movie of
Donkey
those.
movie?
My God.
Donkey show. We all know what a donkey show is, right?
Naughty
No.
boys.
I mean, I know what one is, but I've never watched it.
No.
I've never seen
I
one.
don't.
Okay.
Hey, I think I did a pretty
Head
good
down
job
to
with that
Tijuana.
meme. Didn't I? I mean, it took
That's
me
a
about
great
5
meme.
minutes.
Exactly right.
Clerks
Exactly,
2,
RJ.
Kelly and the Stud.
What?
Kinky
Clerks
Kelly
2,
and the Stud.
Kelly
Clerks
and the
2?
Stud.
I've never.
What was it? What was the
seen
donkey in
Clerks.
Godfather 2 was called Superman? Wasn't the no? Was it the what was the name of the donkey?
Okay, for
in
you
God-
youngsters, I will explain it as PG as I can. There was a time when you could go across the border down into Mexico, and for a little bit of money, you could watch a donkey have sex with a woman, and that was called a donkey show.
Yeah, the
wrong
Havana
with y'all?
Superman.
What are y'all? What are y'all
I didn't do it.
into?
I'm just saying it was an option. I didn't.
Chris
do it.
had a lot of pesos back then.
I
I can't believe you guys.
No, it used to be. It used to
What?
be. a thing.
That
It
used
really
to be a
was.
thing.
Yeah, it
What's
used to
the
be a thing.
bestiality? Yeah, I'll see. What is
We
that?
don't call it that
Oh.
anymore. It's
Never
interspecies
never
relations.
search
just-
for
Yeah.
It's we don't
never
call it that
search for
anymore.
Mr. Hands.
Interspecies erotica. Interspecies erotica.
Fuck that.
You know what it, yeah, you know what it really is. It's one half of the plot of Twilight.
Yeah, kind
There you
of.
go.
No, when you say RJ, that's as
Team
PG as I
Jacob.
could. RJ, that's as PG-13 as I could make it. Okay, like that's a real thing. You know, like that was a real thing. It might still be a real thing. You know.
I'm pretty sure it's a real thing in a lot of states still.
But so with this and with Shrek 5, get the writers of Puss in Boots and the Last Wish, and it'll be good. That's all I gotta say.
See, the thing is with I freaking love Shrek. I saw all of them, but the first two are my favorite. The first one I watched the most because it's the most quotable one to me. And Puss in Boots, the first one I liked. I never watched it again, but the Last Wish slaps. It was freaking awesome. And then I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, if like I say, if you're in a franchise, a final chapter don't mean shit these days. They gotta keep pumping shit out.
Yeah, final
man.
chapter until it's not.
Yeah, final chapter until it's not. So
What
but
was the
a
scene with the mirror? Yeah, my brother's deadpan as like he doesn't laugh at anything. Jeff just doesn't laugh at shit. Okay, very few things make him laugh. But when we were watching Shrek 2, there's a part where like one of the henchmen holds up a mirror and punches the mirror to show the other mirror like they mean business, like all mafia type. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And my brother laughs at that every time, but there's nothing he laughs at more than when the gingerbread man screams, "Eat me!" Like my brother cackles. I don't think it's funny at all. But my brother don't laugh at shit, but he laughs at those two things when we watch Shrek. Like, and
Now-
Jeff don't laugh at shit.
Now for Donkey, I love Donkey, but I don't think a solo movie. I don't. If you get the right, if they play their cards right, it could work. But Donkey is, I don't know, a movie about a comic relief. That I guess it could work.
No,
I
no,
watch
no,
anything
no.
with
We're
Eddie.
not doing this again. It's gonna be
I'll
the same
watch any
shit with the
Diao-
minions. It's gonna be
Diao-
the same thing with
No,
the
no,
minions.
no.
I will watch
No.
anything with Eddie. Anything with Eddie, I'll watch. I don't give a
I
shit.
love Eddie Murphy, but
You're right.
It's gonna be the Jack Sparrow effect again.
Make sure everybody hits the like button, please. I
What
like engagement.
Donkey?
No,
Please,
but
please.
hopefully they'll explore the backstory of Donkey, because you got to think in that first movie, well, they have all of the fairy tale creatures in there, and you recognize every fairy tale creature. Where does Donkey come from? Where's the only time we actually see a donkey in a fairy tale book? That's Pinocchio.
You know, it would be funny if they do a Coming to America style for
That
Shrek.
is Pinocchio's homie that got transformed into a donkey.
Oh no, that'll ruin it. No, don't do it. No.
Do it.
No,
Do it.
that's
Also,
too far.
if anybody out there is watching that has control over this, please do something with his waffles. You've been teasing it for ages. I want to see his waffles.
I'm making waffles.
I'm making
That's
I
my
know
favorite.
Eddie
That's
Murphy's
my
got-
favorite line of the whole series. So I mainly stores in the
waffles?
morning. I make waffles.
You do that
I'm
so
making
well.
waffles.
He's got this. There is a Trading Places sequel.
Oh,
There
God.
is
no.
another
No.
Beverly Hills Cop movie, and there is.
Chris?
I can't believe I'm saying this,
Don't
but
tell me about another 48
World War
hours
II?
movie because you can't do
Boomerang?
that.
Another Coming to America movie.
Boomerang.
no, the coming to the new Trading Places movie will be in the same universe as Coming to America, so they may be cameos from Coming to America characters.
Well, the first one was. The first Coming to
Wow.
America was in the
Yeah.
same universe as Trading Places because you got the two
And then
old
the
guys.
sequel, Colin Jost's character in the sequel last name was Duke. So he's like the grandson of Don Amici and what's his neck from the original Trading Places. And then I said, I can't believe I'm going to say Norbit, a new Norbit. There's going to be a. Yeah.
Wait.
Why?
What?
Why?
Norbit?
There is a Norbit sequel in development. Yes.
Did
I
you
don't know
say
if it'll get made,
Norbit?
but
Did you say Norbit?
yes,
Did you
I said Norbit.
Did you say Norbit?
I lied. I lied to you guys earlier. I lied to you. There is something I won't watch Eddie in, and it's that fucking movie right there. That is
Bon
a
appetit.
horrible movie.
I thought he hated doing Norbit. Why is he doing a sequel?
You know what they need to do?
He's got 10 kids, man.
What's the
No,
one?
no,
What's
yeah.
what's the one? Guys, what's the one he did with Steve Martin? Where he played two different
Bowfinger.
Bowfinger. Bowfinger was even
Hey,
good.
Ray, welcome to the
Hey,
stream,
can I
Ray.
say? Can I say? Backstory. I saw Norbit when I was 7 years old with my mom because it came on my birthday. Awesome movie.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, was it great? Was it great, or were you 8?
It was horrible. It was look. Watching with him and his mom, I get it. Like I've watched horrible.
Oh
shit
yeah,
with my
dude.
family.
Norbit has not
Sometimes,
aged
man,
well.
the worst movie going to see the worst movie with the best people is the best experience ever.
Hey,
But the
last
ba-
4th of
wait,
July,
wait.
my mom
Yeah.
said I want look. Last 4th of July, my mom said, "What are we gonna? We're gonna do our traditional movie thing, right?" I said, "Yeah, whatever you want to see, mom." And she chose Sound of Freedom, and I went and saw Sound of Freedom with her, and I watched Sound of Freedom, and I thought it was just a regular movie. And then when I got home, there was a shitstorm waiting for me when I told everybody I went to see Sound of Freedom. They're like, "Bro, QAnon." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, we didn't." But I don't have any special feelings for Sound of Freedom. If I was a kid, I know what it means to go do something with your mom. You know, like I get it. I think the first movie I ever saw with my parents was I think it was Jaws. Yeah. Dad, yeah. Watch Jaws when you're a kid. Yeah, that'll
All right.
fuck you up.
Moving on from
Oh,
Eddie
before-
Murphy, Donkey.
Superman.
You want to say something, Taladia, before we
Yeah.
move on?
Yeah, I think they should do a sequel to The Nutty Professor 2.
Are we
Right.
still talking
I
about
will never
goddamn
watch that
donkey?
again.
Jesus Christ!
I will never watch Nutty Professor 2 ever again.
They need
I
to
went
do a
away
sequel.
half hour ago, dude. You guys are still talking about fucking Shrek.
All right, moving on.
Now we need to move on.
For all you anime fans, this
Bruce.
long-running anime manga is ending.
Oh no.
My Hero Academia manga ends on August 5th. Deku and the guys will no longer be in print.
Okay.
I think it had a long enough run.
Hey, Bruce.
10 years is not long enough. Yes.
I had to do this, but I had to go.
Aww.
Sorry.
And just when we were about to
Finally, Superman! Oh my gosh! I was waiting for it.
Hey, next time when you do this, I'm gonna have this shit planned. But I'm gonna have for right now. I gotta get this.
All
shit
right.
done.
Thank you for showing up, buddy.
Later,
Yep.
Blue Jay.
No problem. Yeah, I'll be.
All right, see you, Blue Jay.
Yep. You have a good one, man. Yep. See ya.
Today, the suit for Superman and Mr. Terrific was shown on set. Was it meh? Was it good? Was it all right? We decide. Here's some set photos. I'm okay with the suit. Hopefully it fixes it in post for me, but Mr. Terrific's outfit is perfect.
Yeah, his outfit's perfect. I don't know how
Yeah,
I
Mr.
feel about the casting, but
Yeah, Mr. Terrific's suit is perfect in my opinion. Yeah.
it's not hard to replicate a leather jacket, but I mean,
True.
fair play downside. It's
I do want a fair play leather jacket now.
and
Oh, Raya gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. So we got Zeke
Aw.
got a membership. Brian Master of None. Sticks Boy got a membership. Dave got a membership.
Ayo.
And Lord of Brooklyn BK for life, the ultimate troll across the internet, got a membership.
I
Make
just
sure
have
you
to give
guys-
Mr. Terrific right.
Make sure you guys say
like that
thank you
character.
to Rhea.
There's only one thing I don't like. Not the memberships. That's great. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the suit.
Oh, he hates memberships? What?
I don't like the cape, guys. I don't like the way they did the cape.
What do
I
you mean?
I don't like
Where-
the mock turtleneck figure. The
collar with the I think the suit should or the cape should go all the way across the back like it always did. Other than that, this is the only Superman movie I've ever been excited for. And I hope all my friends get what they want. I'm not a Superman guy. I don't really know what's traditional and what's not. I don't know what kingdom, whatever it is they're doing. The
Kingdom
story.
Come.
Yeah, I don't know what that is because I'm not. But I do know that that's the closest thing to the Christopher Reeve Superman suit I've ever seen. Right there, that's the closest. You know, I just don't like the cape. Everything else is really cool, man. Everything else.
Problem
is
is-
really
And hold on. Along with these photos, we got to see Lois and Perry White.
Ooh,
ahead.
really? Lois and Perry White?
Yes,
back to
they
the
happen
other
to be in the movie too. Ooh.
is that who I think it is? Is Perry still Lawrence? Or is it someone new?
No, it's
It's
Wendell
not- no.
Pierce
Wendell Pierce.
I like him too. Okay.
from The Wire.
Yeah, I like him too.
So I think I'm just gonna be the only one on this little island here. I love this. I love all of it. It looks great to me. Like, do
I don't think you're the only one. Yeah, I think everybody loves it. I do. I
Yeah,
just
it's
don't like the
like-
cape. You
I
know,
don't.
and
I've
the
got my
color.
I mean,
I got no problems with any of it.
your points are valid. Like, you know, you still not loving the collar. The cape could be better. It's like,
No, I
it's
don't
like it still looks a
nitpick.
little rough.
I don't give a shit though.
But like seeing it in because like I didn't know how to feel as for a lot of people when they did that first like reveal with him
the
sitting
boots on?
down. It wasn't the best first reveal, but like seeing him actually on the set standing up, seeing the actual color on the suit, how it actually fits on him, it's not as ruffled as it was in the first photo, and just like everything's just popping as far as color.
And
like-
you're just getting set stills, so it's gonna look even better once it's on screen.
Yeah, I agree with Roger. Like, I don't like the lines on the suit, and it feels baggy. Plus, the trunks, like really, they didn't really need to put that on the suit. To be honest with you, that's still my nitpick about the suit. It's like you got the trunks. I don't mind the yellow emblem. I love the yellow emblem returning. We haven't had that in a long time, since the 1990s. I believe was the last time we had that, and I also don't like the fact that it's baggy. That really is a nitpick for me. It's like Superman shouldn't be baggy. He should be able to, do punches and everything.
What's wrong with the trunks? You don't like seeing Super Pipe?
Wait, hold on. What do you can still fight when you close your
Super
back.
Crank.
No.
No, like,
and if
see?
anybody don't remember the first still of him sitting down, here it is.
Oh, you're gonna put.
Oh wait, wrong one.
Oops.
I'm
wrong
so
picture.
wrong for this. So wrong.
You're such a naughty boy. Go back to the first picture.
I think I'm gonna pull that Blu-ray
first one?
out and go through
Yes.
Peacemaker.
Everybody hated that
You know,
picture. And I loved
you can
it.
buy
I love
Peacemaker on
that.
Blu-ray. You can buy the first season of Peacemaker on Blu-ray. It's like $20, and it looks and sounds better than if you're
I can watch the first
getting the
season for free
premium.
if I want. Still not doing it.
The Max is
Wait, hold on.
the premium
Why?
Max
Hold
is in 4K.
Wait, Mama Bear, why won't you watch Peacemaker? You don't like the show, or
No, the Suicide Squad movie seeing it once was more than enough for me. After seeing his portrayal of that character, no desire for the show.
Okay.
I promise you, if you watch it,
I
you'll
loved the
think
show. It was
differently, 'cause
amazing. It's hilarious.
He's so different from the movie, and it shows why he is the way he is. It's definitely worth a watch. It's what
Yeah,
8
because
episodes?
definitely, like, you're not the only one that said that
No,
they
no,
did.
I-
like,
yeah,
how
'cause I thought the
Peacemaker was
same
in the
thing.
movie.
I thought
And
the
there
same
was
thing.
other people that said that they hated Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad, and then they watched the Peacemaker show and liked him in that. So maybe
He's
just
different. Yeah, is he not?
Brandon Routh was not in a thong. You wrong for that, Anthony.
Wait, yeah, no, Brandon Ralph wasn't. Oh wait, Brandon
Don't
Ralph.
think Brian
had a
Singer
great-
didn't try.
He had a great. He had a no. That was a great. That was a great suit.
Wow.
it's
I
okay.
forgot about Brandon Ralph.
Cha-cha.
I forgot about the Brandon Ralph Superman. He
Okay.
had a great suit.
Sorry, I had to go there.
Okay, I'm going to take my turn to weigh in on this one. Bear in
Right.
mind, I grew up with my my mom, my grandmother, all of that seamstresses. I could sew a needle before I could actually write legibly. I still can't. I could sew with a needle. My mom actually made a lot of wedding dresses, all of that. So this stuff is second nature to me. I hated the suit from day one, and that's because, and exactly what's highlighted here in the first picture, because it is baggy. Superman should not be in baggy stuff. And I know, yes, they could fix it in post production, but if you could consider the stuff, the pre-production photos that they dropped of Supergirl from the Flash movie, her stuff was still fitting.
Maybe he's just
People
doing
were
keto.
losing.
My favorite thing about it is that it's not.
This guy spent so long bulking up, and why are you not showing it in the suit?
Well, is he still bulking? Maybe
Oh, I
he's
think
still
it's there.
bulking. Well, no, they
I
wouldn't
just
be
like that
filming
it's
with
not
it.
a molded plastic, muscly armor that
Yeah,
isn't.
yeah.
I think what we're looking at when we look at the center picture, you see that as like above the belt to the S. That's real man meat right there. That's him filling that suit out.
That is
And-
partially lines that are built into the suit.
And I'm not talking about the lines on the side. I'm talking about. Do you see what the guy behind him is doing?
Yeah,
He's pulling. He's pulling it tight.
yeah, because it's baggy.
It's giving
It
him a
doesn't
reach
fit
around.
right.
Again, the
Yeah,
point.
I didn't
Because
realize it was that
it's-
baggy. I didn't actually. Now that I look at it, and you're right, Degrassi. He's pulling on it to make it look tight. So the guy is
Yes.
ripped for real, but it is baggy. I didn't even think about it. It is.
And
Holy
there's
shit.
also there's also two more pictures I wanted to show before you make comment. Somebody else is
for it.
pulling on a Superman suit.
Ah, you
And
used
then
to-
in this
Quan's
picture right here,
Ah, let me sing it. Let me sing it.
everybody
You-
harps on the
you used
the
to-
reveal picture, but
Ah.
that's a
love
behind the
that.
scenes candid photo that was retouched for public consumption.
I know,
I love that
and I remember losing their people losing their ish over the Supergirl photo, thinking that she had abs and all of that, when that was actually just the flight suit harness. In order for
Yeah.
do the aerial
Yeah.
shots, and I was trying to
then,
point it
Or-
out to people.
That
But
picture
People
is-
this,
think that the pictures of the set pics of the
for a
engineer.
even for a behind the scenes photo, I'm not loving the suit.
And also, they also got a little
You used to
input
call
from a
me
few
on my
guys.
cell phone. Late night when I need your love. Call me on
Bruce
my
is
Bruce
courtesy
what
of
has
Joe.
to look like. What's
ready-
going
so-
on here? But he knows
He's ready
full
for
well
some
what's
Mr.
going on there.
Terrifics.
Thank you, Joe, for this. But then we have these, and then a little this came out later.
Yeah, that's a good
I think
one.
that's my favorite part of it is that it looks like a man in a suit and not a man wearing a plastic molded muscle armor. That's what I think I like about it.
I think me and Brian not too long ago was looking. We were talking about something, and a picture of Zachary Levi came up,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah.
and I went and I looked at him and I went, why did they have the Shazam suit all plastic buffed out? This guy's ripped to shit, man. Like you could do laundry on this guy's abs. Why the hell is he wearing a bulked out suit? Have you guys seen Zachary Levi? The dude is ripped to shit, man.
Yeah.
And then I've seen some comparisons online.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's
Put
the
our
exact one
Cody's
people
up.
are losing their mind about, and I recognize that's the harness. I've been in one.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people in this audience have been in harnesses on it.
I've never been in.
I'm talking a height
for
harness like
yourself.
what she's wearing.
Oh.
I have my card that says I can work on heights.
Oh, nice.
There's the earlier
Construction?
set pics of
Yeah.
the engineer of
Painting.
the actress and playing the engineer, and they were capturing location footage of her. She's just in like a black textured leotard, and a lot of people are still under the assumption that that's how she's going to look in the movie, and that's not the case at all. That's just her. You really don't even need motion capture suits to do motion capture anymore.
I don't know shit about Mr. Terrific, guys, but he looks great. Whoever that is,
He looks really good, man.
He looks good, man.
Are you guys
I wanted
gonna
him to be bigger? I wanted him to be bigger.
You comics guys, do you have your Spectre, your Ostrander Mandrake Spectre 54s?
Of course I do. I have it in a 9.6. It's one of the hardest comic books to get in a 9.8.
9.6. All I see are 9.8s, Bruce.
No, I tried two times to get that. Not happening.
You need a 9.8. You need a 9.8. I might have a 9.8.
Oh,
we need to talk about y'all's
addiction. How much? We'll talk. We'll talk.
Mr. Terrific is an imposing figure. That guy just looks a little too
more imposing than Superman.
Yeah,
I mean,
size-wise, he's
supposed
a
to
big
be a
guy.
triathlete.
Yeah, he is a big guy.
Mental level intelligence triathlete.
That dude worked out too. He's got some stuff going on under that leather.
I'm sure he just looks young. For me, Mr. Terrific's a grown-ass man.
It's also keep in mind that David Cornsweet is 6'4".
Yeah, and I'm going to echo with Joe. I would have liked to seen Mr. Terrific's suit a little tighter because Eli bulked up. He really killed it in the gym to level up for this role, and this suit is not doing him any favors either.
Reyes says, I think the early quote from Gunn about this being a big galoot. Maybe this is him early on before he gets roughed up like in the first poster. I'd love to see more muscle definition too.
Thank you.
And then we have somebody compared this suit with other classic comic accurate suits.
It's making my corn sweat.
Don't put Foul Cap up there.
Leave Foul Cap
I like
alone.
that suit. I like
Everybody
that suit.
loves that suit.
I like it too. That's the one. I love that suit, man. I want to see Wolverine with the mask on so bad.
We'll get it.
You haven't seen it, Chris?
Well, no.
There's a huge standee. It's in Japanese theaters. It's in theaters in Japan. It's a giant standee.
Oh, they released
and
it.
It has. What's that?
I want to see it now. I'm googling.
I guess we should mention.
Yeah.
10 minutes. That's it. That's all he's gonna have in the movie. 10 minutes of the movie. He's gonna wear the mask. That's it.
It's enough for me, man.
I agree.
I guess we shouldn't mention the hot toy. Oh, too late.
I do not want to do.
Oh, is the hot toy with the mask been?
My
put the picture with the mask out.
Yeah.
The hot toy looks good.
Oh my God, this looks great. Yo,
are you looking at the hot toy or the giant statue?
I'm looking at the statue. The huge that looks dope as shit.
Send me the link, Chris.
The hot toy looks really good.
Part of me feels like that doesn't look like Hugh Jackman very much, but it might just be the sculptor's, intent or just their style.
Ooh. I didn't know Mia Goth was going to be in Blade.
Yeah,
I think that's just kind of always been speculation. It's never. I don't think it's ever been made official, or not that I'm aware of. I don't know. I could be wrong. Very well wrong, but
she did.
I think it's just always been speculation.
There's a quote. Let me close all my DMs so nobody can see them.
Oh, didn't she say she was doing it? That she was excited for it?
To any updates on that as far as production and then your character in that?
Yeah, they really care. They do. They want to make a great that I get from them, and that feels good. Yeah.
Fans are very excited to see you making.
She doesn't have a clue.
This movie is not coming out.
Stop asking people stupid fucking questions on the red carpet. Nobody gives a shit.
Ask them on more than just the red carpet.
She's probably wondering if she's still getting sued.
Ask them what they're wearing
She kicked
and move
someone,
on.
didn't she, allegedly?
I mean, it's not just her that's being sued. It's A24 is being sued. Ty West is being sued. The company, the company that whoever they contracted to hire those actors, because it wasn't. So yeah, there's a whole big deal, and they just kind of nicely and neatly swept it under the rug, man.
I wish I was not
so much so that anytime I comment on an official A24 post that comes up in my feed as an ad, it gets quickly deleted and then replaced immediately by another one. It's happened like 3 times.
They've got pictures of him.
Because I'm like, watch out for that. I'm like, watch out for that shoe, or like make a what did I call her finishing move? I named a finishing move after Mia Goth. I wish I could remember what it was.
What?
But if she really did that shit, if what happened is true, and like there was even a rumor that scene may have ended up in the movie, where you can kind of see what happened and stuff, and that might have been part of the reason, coupled with other things, why there was such a healthy delay.
I can't tell if this is a stand-in or Hugh Jackman, but I'll tell you what.
I think she'll be fine.
This looks great. I'm not gonna lie, this looks great. And I just sent it to you, Bruce. And I'll tell you something else. I wish I wasn't broke because I'd buy that hot toy. That Wolverine hot toy is incredible. Wow.
Zeke, if you just want to be on kind of the outskirts of a Mr. Terrific story, Tom King's Strange Adventures. You can pick up a trade paperback of that, and has the whole thing in it. Which is
What about the Terrifics?
Terrifics?
Did you guys like the Terrifics?
Oh, that'd be great if we get the Terrifics. I would.
I want Plastic Man regardless. Please, Plastic Man, Plastic Man.
I am sure it's coming.
Yeah, the Terrifics are coming. I mean, we've got 1, 2. How many in this movie?
Metamorpho.
Yeah, that's 2. I know that there is definitely direct. I mean, there's a lot of Simon Stagg stuff. So
I wish I knew what a Mr. Terrific was, but I don't know anything about the Terrifics.
He is the smartest man in the world.
Yep.
And I wonder where that puts Tom Strong in all this. I would be absolutely floored if any of those ABC characters showed up in any of this DC stuff. That would just be beyond a hoot, because Tom Strong was a terrific, and that's a whole other story. We'll have to do that.
What was it?
Do that on a comic stream.
Phantom Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from the Legion.
Yep.
Yeah, there's just so much rich history that's going to be mined.
It was his blanket.
If you got anybody who was, what's that?
Ray, I was asking about the cape. Is there? It's
is
a blanket, right? It was his blanket, wasn't it?
Is there a comic explanation for why he has a cape? Just curious.
Yeah, I think there's been several different ones, but it usually boils down to them wrapping him in it.
Yeah, I thought it was the blanket he was wrapped in. Like that's what I.
I know they're constantly making fun of him for his cape in the comics. Like, why do you need a cape?
Superman's the only one that still. Superman and Batman are the only ones that still look cool with a cape. Everybody else, get rid of your cape. Even Shazam could get rid of his, but Superman and Batman.
No, Dr. Fate needs a cape. Dr. Fate's got to have a cape. Any mystical,
but that's
any
a style
kind of
choice.
mystical. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wouldn't
any
like
mystical.
I wouldn't like Mysterio without a cape. Yeah,
I don't think.
Oh yeah, man, that's a requirement. Just imagine him walking around with that giant bubble head with no cape.
Have you guys ever seen the Brainiac version with the cape? That green and purple cape, it's pretty dope, man. You can unlock it on that fighting game.
Does Martian Manhunter need a cape?
I don't know. I don't even think. I mean,
Not really, but it's dope.
No, he kind of doesn't. But I mean, I don't know. I think they look cool, and I know why they were. We know why they put them in comics. They were there to show
motion
and
Hulk
movement.
needs a cape. I actually have a big giant, 12-inch Hulk, Incredible Hulk, where he's wearing all the stuff from Planet Hulk, Gladiator gear. It's pretty cool.
He had a cape when he was what was Future Hulk's name? I forget. The Maestro.
Maestro.
Yeah.
He probably had Strange's cloak, probably.
Man, look at the rabbit hole you sent me down, man. You guys are assholes. But now I'm looking at all these hot toys on my phone. The Batman,
You're welcome.
the Wolverine one is dope. These are, I've got some hot toys, but these premium ones, man, the Darth Maul, holy shit.
Chris, don't even start looking at stuff from Prime One Studio or yeah, because
I like Sideshow. I like Sideshow myself.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of figure art stuff. If you guys ever heard of them, I got a lot of figure art.
Oh yeah, I get the SH Figure Art stuff. I get a lot of that. I get a lot of NECA stuff, SH Figure Arts. I get a lot of McFarlane, DC stuff, all the Star Wars Black Series stuff. You're still doing Black Series, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Bruce, where you do DC, don't you? Still?
And
Yeah, I still collect the DC toys.
And I'll buy all the Alkalite stuff too. I don't give a shit what anyone says. It's Alkalite stuff. If they release that little what's his name, Basil? I'm
Basil?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that thing, whatever it is, she, they, he, him, I don't care. It's cool.
I think the other question is, are we happy with long hair Lois, or would we rather have the bob?
I don't care.
I like girls in a bob. That's just me though. You know.
That looks absolutely perfect to me, if you know what I'm saying, and I think that you do.
I think it's refreshing that they're giving her long hair again, because we're usually with the bob or the one that goes down to her shoulders, whatever. But yeah.
Well, they'll probably be cut by the end of the movie.
Why?
To match the comics.
Mm-hmm.
To match the comics. Why don't they just wait to do it for a sequel or another? Why they? Oh, never mind.
Sequel? What sequel?
A sequel? What are you talking about?
Oh, then we're not getting a Superman 2.
We're not getting a sequel. He'll be fine before the movie's over.
Let's wait to see how this one does before we,
Speaking of needing a cape, does Power Girl actually need a cape?
Yeah, you need something to take your eyes off of everything else that's going on there.
Power
does not need a cape.
Do you know how many people I know? I don't know shit about Power Girl, but I can tell you right now. Do you know how many people I know have pictures of this girl on their wall? Or she's definitely fetish material, isn't she? Like,
oh yeah, she always has been. Chris, I'll throw the panels on my Twitter, but there's an old JLA, an old Crisis at JLA, it was a 70s JLA JSA crossover where on Earth 2, Superman and her are cousins, right? She's like the Earth 2 version of Supergirl. And then she comes to Earth 1 and she's like, "Oh, he's not my cousin." And it gets real weird for a few panels.
Really
weird. In the 70s, they was putting that shit out.
Yeah, it was late 70s, early 80s, right around in that period. Yeah, mid to late, early 80s, mid to late 70s, early 80s.
That's why all the Frank Cho covers are always the best. His sketch covers, when he does sketch covers, because he'll do Power Girl and Supergirl, and Superman will be in the background saying something pervy, and Batman will call him an inbred.
Yeah. Frank Cho's great.
There's a question in the chat for you guys.
Really?
I think
RJ.
It wouldn't be a bad casting.
Listen. Or the other one. Have you ever given a can explanation for her costume?
No, the other one.
Besides artists being look, I think it's every artist's God-given right to draw the women and the men as sexy as they want to. I don't know what the problem is with it. If you want to fetishize shit, you telling me people ain't out there fucking rubbing one out to Catwoman like every day? Like, it happens, man. Like, I get it.
Well, Frank Cho also has a sketch cover with Power Girl, and she's applying deodorant through the boob window, and that's why she's explaining she has the boob window, because it's easier to put on deodorant.
I've still got all my original
that's actually reasonable. I respect that.
See, that's the thing is I don't think that's one thing I don't think he's going to shy away from is this in this new thing is it having a little bit of a libido to it that not
so if they do Power Girl live action, we're getting that exposed titties.
Maybe I don't know.
She better be qualified if you get.
I think it's going to be no. I think the characters. If characters are naturally horny for each other, they'll be horny for each other. That's something that Marvel has definitely shied away from, and I don't think Gunn and Safran will necessarily. There'll be some element of that, and it won't be, you know,
You know, you
there
always
will
see-
be discretion applied.
You
I would
always
say
see these
this, if-
superheroes hooking up. Like you always, one thing I always did like about Superman was that he just like chose a basic girl, a regular human girl, like Thor did. You know, like I don't know.
Not
I think
always.
that's kind of
If
cool.
Supergirl is in a onesie, we're not getting the exposed thing from Power Girl.
No.
We're not getting it.
Power Girl's
Anyway.
costume has changed with the dawn of DC. I don't know if you guys are aware of this.
Yes.
They changed it. They took away her cape, gave her a leather jacket.
Still got the
Still
window.
love it.
Still got the
Still
window.
got the window.
Still got
Still,
the
rock,
window.
still rocking that cleave. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm,
Wait a
I'm just
minute.
saying,
Here.
if they have, if
and
they
she's got
have
the moose knuckle.
Moose
She's
knuckle,
even-
baby.
Oh my
Ninja-
god, you
She's
guys,
got-
come on.
She's got the ninja slipper.
Ah,
Ninja slipper.
ah, God, you guys.
Hey, what's wrong with Moose knuckle?
I know, it's just awful. I mean, we can still be grown ups and have the minds of a 13-year-old.
I was gonna say, yeah. So
I like the fact. No, I like
this
the fact
still
that we all talking
still a
about this,
thing, huh?
and RJ goes.
Hey, Brian, what's up?
Jacket, he's looking at the jacket.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney as Power Girl.
Is there anybody more qualified than her for that role, so to speak?
Acting
the
or
girl-
just, or
who's
just
the other girl that
assets?
was-
No, racting, not
Asset-
acting, but
assets.
racting.
Racking.
Yeah.
Bracket. Okay.
And speaking of hooking up in comics, Power Girl has hooked up with Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But it's
See,
New
that's I
52,
think
doesn't count.
the Huntress announcements are probably coming any day now. I think they're already greasing the PR wheels for that. Probably the director, the writer, and
The
star.
Huntress movie is a Korean made for the Korean market, correct?
It's going to have a Korean filmmaker and a French Korean star. It's going to have a
Are we-
Korean director and a French Korean star.
Which Huntress are we getting, Wayne or Bertinelli?
Bertinelli.
I gotta head out, guys.
But instead, but it will be that I don't know what I mean. That's from what I understand. Going to be the iteration, at least, whether her name is that, considering that there's the French. What is Palm Clementif? Is she French, Korean, French? She's French something, French, Asian.
What's going to make the Huntress woke, other than it being?
No, that's Anthony's
Yes.
joke. His running joke. He calls everything woke. He goes to the bathroom. He calls it woke.
I'm sure it's going to be heavy on subtitles.
It's a foreign film, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
All right, are we done with Superman?
I think so.
Yeah.
Anybody want to talk more about Superman's costume? Anything DC?
We probably would have seen Metamorpho today if not for the 100+ degree heat.
Yeah, the makeup one hold up.
Yeah, there is one other DC news. I don't know if you, well, we've kind of discussed it. Well, the Wonder Woman game got leaked.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The whole the game or just shots from it.
No,
I think that was-
basically concept art.
Oh, that was
and-
last week, I believe.
Yeah, that was last week. I don't know if you guys talked about it.
Yeah, I think we
Did you
covered
cover-
it on the show Sunday.
Did you cover Kite Man? Kite Man, hell yeah!
Kite Man.
Oh,
Oh, and
spin-off
there's My
of-
Adventure with Superman season 3.
Yeah,
game.
Kite Man, hell yeah! Starts July 18th on Max.
Why is he getting a show again?
Because it was hilarious in the Harley Quinn.
He was funny. In
Yeah.
Holly. Did you watch Holly?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna
Why
waste my
not?
time.
It's
No,
a little
because-
rated
Tell
R.
RJ, if RJ wants to see the question, I don't think he's going to have to wait too terribly long.
It's not up my alley. I'm more like Superman, Batman type of thing. And My Adventure with Superman, I'm doing like every week. I'm watching it with Jared, and let's just say Jared is not liking it at all. Like this week's episode,
You know,
really.
Jared seems like the kind of guy, like, I've watched you guys' stream. He doesn't
Yeah.
really like too much of anything.
He just don't like Lois Lane as a character.
He doesn't like
Like-
Lois. He's trying to ship Wonder Woman.
Superman and Wonder Woman, yeah,
Superman.
like
Yeah.
everybody else on the planet.
If you want to read what Kevin Smith was going to
Men-
do a question
mention Wonder
TV show, was going to run a question TV show for HBO Max, and if you want to read what Kevin Smith's question was going to be like, just read the Dark Horse comic Masquerade.
Is his He-Man stuff any good?
Yes,
Yeah.
amazing.
'Cause I haven't watched it. I haven't
Hey,
watched
Chris,
it yet.
You're
Yeah.
talking about hot toys. I got my
Yeah.
hot toys all over the place. This is the only one I picked out right now.
Wait, what happened?
The,
hot toy?
Oh, hot
Boba.
toy.
Is that the bounty hunter war Boba Fett?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
You know what's
Yeah,
so
that's
crazy?
nice.
That's about a $350 setback right there. Maybe
Yeah.
more.
I actually have two of them. I have another one that's
You have two.
package. Yeah, I bought two of them.
I still need the black series of that version of Boba.
Yeah, I
How
got
can you
two.
afford that?
Yeah, it's out there. I don't have it yet. I don't have that
Yeah, it's
version.
a Pulse.
and I
It was a
can't-
Pulse exclusive, and it sold out pretty
And I
quickly.
can't find the heavy gunner either. It's always sold out. The
I
heavy
got you
gunner.
the heavy
is
gunner, Chris.
always-
I got you the heavy gunner. I
I'm,
told you I had it.
I'm
got it.
definitely gonna hit you up for that one.
Anybody want to
I
answer
think-
this? Which version of the question should they do in live action?
Who's the question? See, this is
Vic Sage.
I don't know anything about these people.
Because was
But I mean,
Montoya's
they can do
been,
they can do
questioned for a
Montoya.
while.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But Vic Sage, Vic Sage is just much cooler.
And before we
I
move
want,
on,
I want
here's
Renee
one-
Montoya to be Renee Montoya. I don't want her to be the question. Again, I don't really
I liked
care
her
that
when she was
much.
Renee Montoya. I
Oh,
don't
the
care for her
question's
as
a
a question.
girl. Okay, all right.
Yeah, the question is like, are you
Not
familiar
always.
with the Spirit, Chris? Or
Yeah, I do know who the spirit is. And the
yeah, he's a faceless noir detective type, and then later on, a Batman supporting a Gotham supporting character from the Batman comics took his place. So, but a great character, man, an old character that came out of Charlton with Blue Beetle and Peacemaker. Who else? Captain Atom. Oh, we're gonna get big, heavy doses of all those Charlton characters, man.
I like Captain Atom. That's one I actually know.
And here is one final picture of the suits being compared.
Oh, that's all. I gotta be
I
honest.
like them all.
No George Reeve. No George Reeve. We get no George.
No Kirk Allen.
I didn't make this. Well, Ralph's shorts were really short.
Yeah,
I never realized it.
That was the
telling you,
style at
that's
the
one-
time.
That's 100% a Brian Singer decision right there.
Yeah. See them twig and berries.
Yeah, let's get it. We're going
Well, look
hard
at the
barking
guys,
tonight,
guys,
boys.
Honestly, though, look at the Reeve one, and look at the Cornspot one. They.
Oh
those are
yeah,
the two-
yeah, definitely, man.
But
And
I gotta
look-
be honest, man. Cavill's still my Superman. God, I'm gonna miss him, dude. He looks so fucking good, man.
I'm just glad to see some bright and shiny
No,
instead
here's
of
my
like dull and muted.
here's the
I mean,
thing.
you have Dean Cain missing from this picture, so
Oh yeah, we can't forget about
Oh yeah,
Old Diener.
Dean was good. He was good, man. Yeah.
I didn't watch that show for Dean Cain. I don't know what you guys were watching it for.
So you have
I just remember him really looking like a good looking Superman, you know.
All I know is that Sherman Hemsley was the toy man, and for that I will be eternally grateful.
Moving on up.
I do like
No,
that they
but
went
like-
with the bright colors, though. I do like that. I like that.
But I think like they shouldn't have got rid of Tyler Hoechlin's Superman, like
No.
the TV show thing, because
Well,
I think
they had to because of CW and they're moving
they-
more
what they-
towards faith-based
no,
programming
but here's the thing.
and wrestling.
But here's the thing. They put My Adventure with Superman, gave him another season, and they could have given us another season for Superman and Lois.
They could do whatever.
Totally
they
different
wanna do, 'cause
demographic.
They could have
Yeah.
moved it to Max if they wanted to keep it going.
Yeah, but
That
think-
show
thinking of
is
where's
entirely too expensive to keep going. That's
Yeah,
why
who
in its
gets
final
replaced
season it
with
got
Boy
like an
Prime?
80%
Never mind.
reduction in cast and like a 30% reduction in budget.
No,
It
you say
just-
Mama Bear?
That wasn't sustainable.
You said Mama Bear?
I was gonna ask if you could pull that photo back up.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Take a look at the CW suit versus the new one. Why is the CW suit better?
Because it's had copious amounts of Photoshop applied to it, where the other one is just a set photo. I mean, that's my guess.
No, the CW one is legit.
That Superman looks like. I'm sorry, that dude looks.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not legit. It's a real picture, but it's definitely not a photograph that was taken without some digital memory applied to it, unlike the David Cornsweet photo, which is basically a raw set photo. Where
Reyes says
the Superman and Lois one is a promotional photo, as are
Reyes
all of the other ones.
Reyes said Dean Cain was the first on-screen person of color. Soups still not a fan of his though.
Oh,
Yeah, she's not wrong.
Dean Cain's he's kind of a lunatic. I just like the suit from Lois and Clark. That was it. He was a good-looking Superman. I never did watch the show.
He was.
I love they brought him on Supergirl.
And Superman and Lois is an amazing show. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. And moving on from Superman. Oh wait, no.
Did anybody notice that show? That picture you just said? Oh, shit, Megan.
Megan is getting a erotic thriller spinoff. Soulmates will be released in 2026.
Erotic.
The film follows a man who acquires an android to cope with his loss of his recently deceased wife. This is going creepy real fast. We know what this is.
Yeah,
going.
Sex doll.
Go
Sex
ahead,
doll.
Mama Bear. Go ahead. I want to hear what Mama Bear has to say about this.
I agree 100% with Raya. With what?
What?
Raya.
Look, all I'm gonna say is I love women. I love all women. I don't hate women. People think I do. I don't. But my next girlfriend will be AI. I'm just letting you know.
I know you like women. You're like my biggest cheerleader. It's fantastic.
I am a huge Mama Bear voice simp. I will put that out there right now. I can go to sleep today.
Don't.
Get out of here. The fuck.
Yay, Paulie! Yeah. Hey, I got a good one for you.
Yeah, you
Check this out.
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
What did you do?
I still don't understand that. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
But
I got
so I'm assuming it's going to be an adult version of me, Megan running around.
I'm hoping it'll be an adult version because
I hope it's a fucking adult version. It better be.
I know. This would be creepy.
This is giving off island parties. If you get where I'm going at.
Fire Island parties. Woo!
Epstein Island party.
Woo! Fire. Somebody said Fire Island. What?
Yeah.
What?
10 points for Tom.
Shut up, Degrassi. Get me excited.
Tom said Epstein Island parties. Holy shit.
What the hell is this, Degrassi?
What?
I'm done. I'm done.
And that's the shit right there. I love that. I love that.
All right, guys, I'm heading off to bed.
I got one of Brother Billy riding the dragon.
All right,
too.
take
Brother
care,
Billy
Melania.
from,
Thank you.
Right, see
Later.
you guys later.
There's a really good one of Brother Billy from the Righteous Gemstones riding a dragon. It's beautiful.
Oh, there's already
Uncle Baby Billy.
There's already robotic women in Japan that are used for sex toys, and they look real as hell. So I guess they can make a movie about it. How many of you have on pre-order, Joe?
No, none, because the cleanup is just like you got to clean it up and then feel shame the whole time you're cleaning it up. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's the
It does itself.
Not that I know what you. Not that I have any clue what you guys are talking about, but there is a whole industry of guys that actually put repairs into these things. In fact, you can actually get blacklisted by these people if you have to send in for repairs too extreme too many times.
What the fuck? If I pay $25,000 for a robot that has sex with me,
it better not break.
Yeah, it better not break.
The repairs.
I don't care how hard I bang that thing; it shouldn't break.
Yeah, the repairs.
You know what? Some of us call that, don't you, Chris?
The repair reasons a lot of the times are bordering on. You really should have your stuff looked at by the police, type stuff.
Oh wow!
Well, it's a person that owns a sex doll, so.
That's
we're already starting past a certain line.
Yeah, but can you imagine buying one of those dolls just so you can beat on it and do things like that? That's horrible, man.
That's
I guess
You know, but like
I mean,
here's
it-
the
I
thing
mean, it's
though.
better
Maybe
than doing it to a real woman. I
yeah,
guess,
maybe
but
it's maybe it's instead of substituting for that part of that person's kink or just nature,
Yeah.
that's what they're using it for, to work out their aggression so they don't.
Jesus Christ.
You know, and then in that, I guess in that sense, it's not such a bad thing.
Yeah,
You know,
still, it's got a Ted
just get a
Bundy-
punching bag, but no, this one's got to look like my ex-wife. You know?
It's got a Ted Bundy vibe to it. Is all I'm saying. It's
Oh
got a
yeah,
Ted
yeah,
vibe.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's something wrong when your sex doll tells you no.
Right?
Not tonight, not tonight, honey.
Give it time.
AI
It's catching up. It's getting there.
Access
sex-
denied. Access denied.
AI sex dolls give you a rating on your performance.
Cherry 2000, but for
It's that
real.
time of
Yeah, you
month.
gotta get. Yeah, they give you they help your social credit. They don't help your actual credit, but they definitely help your social credit.
They're robots. What happens when you slap her around too much and she starts hitting back? You're fucked. She's gonna go from you having sex with her to a T800.
Yeah, she's got like prehensile strength, like an ant. She can.
All right, moving on from sex to AI robots.
iRobot, but with fucking. I like it.
These they'll have a friggin' friggin' robotic herpes and stuff like that later on.
Oh yeah, imagine the viruses that will be downloaded.
I'm here
This Cube
for it.
confirms that Friday 4 is in the works at Warner Brothers.
Do you think it'll be Mike Epps or do you think it'll be Chris Tucker?
It's gonna be Mike.
It'll be
Epps.
Chris Tucker. It'll be
Really?
it'll be all of them. It'll be all
maybe,
of
yeah,
them.
it could be all of them. I could see that.
Are we gonna get O'Shea?
They might even dig old Tiny Lister up and see
Exactly.
what we can get.
AI. Make him AI. Put him in the
AI.
Why not?
AI. Omar. Well, I almost said Omar coming, not Omar.
Deepfake Debo.
Debo. Deepfake.
Oh,
Debo.
deepfake Debo. That could even be the joke. That could even be the meta joke. Somebody seeing Debo, who knows? But how do you do it without?
No,
Debo?
let's just they'll bring back Terry Crews because Debo was in the number
Oh,
five.
that's right. Terry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look, it's great value Superman.
Let me ask you a question now.
God dang! I thought I had walked away from the stream for like the last hour. Okay.
Yeah, I think Faison Love, who played Big Perm, I think Faison Love's been canceled. I don't think he works much anymore. I could be wrong.
I'm
Think about
stoked
this,
for this
Ice
too.
Cube.
Yeah.
Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. They're not the same guys they were back then. They've changed dramatically over the course of years.
Oh, and Pinky, Pinky.
But
I think that'll be probably part of what the movie's about. Is being an old head. You know.
You know what I would throw in
Some
there
of
is
us know what that's like.
Special cameo. Felicia got off the stuff and she became like a hardcore businesswoman and she's like rich now or some shit.
That
I
would
do
be pretty
that.
funny.
You know, I would do something like that. You know, I would definitely honor Debo because he was great. You know, like,
Well, dude, I mean, you got to honor the dad.
Ooh, Cat Williams is a big ass, Gray.
Didn't John Witherspoon pass away?
Yeah, he's dead too.
So like,
Yeah, John.
Yeah, so like, a lot of the main characters from the big three are not with us.
Yeah. There's a lot of them that are gone.
I don't think Cat Williams will be on board at any
No,
project.
I don't-
No, because he's. I mean, if you watch that Club Shay Shay, he has a lot to say about that movie and his experience on it.
And Ice Cube does not like him. They are not cool. They are not friends. They do not like each other anymore. Like it's a trip, dude.
I forget what happened to Faison Love, but he is persona non grata in those circles these days, I believe.
What's a big perm? I mean, big worm.
Yeah.
Motherfucker had an ice cream truck
If you're
and
just
shit.
getting here, please hit the like button. And if you're watching for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. We tend to have fun here.
2+ hours in, still on the news.
Yes. And going on,
I said this is gonna be like a 5-hour
Andor
stream.
Ben Mendelsohn will reprise his role as Orson Krennic in season 2.
Yes.
I have changed my mind, guys. I don't know if you care, but you might be happy to know. When you watch Andor back to back, it's a great show.
It is.
It's always been a great show. I love
we're
Andor.
waiting for it every week, and it's so episodic and so political that I didn't like the show. But now that they're all together and you can watch it, it's intense, man.
It's a good show.
It's really intense.
Some of
man.
the best
There's like a
Star
lot
Wars that
going
they've
on.
ever put out.
So I'm very happy they're going to get a season 2. Spoilers: Cassian dies at the end of Rogue One.
Exactly. Also, there's going to be a sequel after Rogue One. So
where Cassian made it off. In my world, Cassian and Jin both made it off.
What if they did though?
What if they did though?
I mean, what if they did? I'm being serious.
We
know that they're not above.
We
know that they're
literally
not
watched
above
them
a
get
wild ass retcon.
They got disintegrated. We watched it happen, and I love Jyn Erso. A lot of people I used to get mad and argue with people when they talk about Rogue One because they would say these are all throwaway characters. And I'm like, you're telling me Baze and Chirrut are throwaway characters? You're telling me Jyn Erso, the godmother of the Rebel Alliance, is a throwaway character? Without her, we have no trench run. We have no Death Star explosion. The plans don't get out. We don't have shit without Jyn Erso. I used to get so mad when people say they're throwaway characters. I got mad at you guys want to hear a quick story? I went to Star Wars Celebration with my friend Scott, and Felicity Jones was doing posters and autographs and pictures for $500, and I got mad as shit. I'm like, $500? Are you out of your fuck? I'm not giving that.
That's cheap as hell.
Yeah, but I went off, right? I was mad, Then, the next day, they were like, "Oh, we would like to thank Felicity Jones. She, her charity, blah blah blah." It turned out all the money she was getting, she was giving to a charity.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So I felt like shit, right? My friend Scott was like,
I'm from the old days of cons where that shit was just part of your ticket. You paid the $25 a day to get in or whatever, and you got your picture with anybody that was inside. But those days are long gone.
I just
long gone.
It's like $200 to $300
I
a
get
picture.
autographs all the time.
You're paying $40 for C-level celebrities that showed up there.
Yeah, well, look,
Yeah, no, I know. It's crazy to me, man.
Linda Carter charges what, $400 a signing?
Worth it.
Linda's worth it.
Well, she has to because she hates being around those people, so she has to charge a decent amount.
And
I would love to be under Wonder Woman.
Now, my friend Scott, I didn't pay for the pictures, but my friend Scott, he's got pictures with Peter Mayhew, who couldn't even stand up. He had to sit in a chair to take all his pictures, and he's got a picture of him between Hayden and what's the Emperor's real name?
Ian McDiarmid.
Ian McDermott. He's got pictures between, and you want to talk about starstruck? He's like, I'm gonna ask him this, I'm gonna ask him that, I'm gonna ask him. He got in between those two, and he couldn't talk. Like he could not talk, bro. And
that is exactly what happened to me at a Star Trek convention. I swear to God, I was like, I was starstruck so bad.
And I did not know, but Hayden Christensen is way taller than he looks.
He's like, it's almost scary.
Yeah,
He's tall, bro.
I was in Washington D.C. I went to the Washington, and he was there, and I didn't get his autograph, but I went and I said, "What's up?" I gave him a fist pound, and somebody was with a friend of mine that I was getting his autograph.
Was that before or after they gave you the order of protection?
Order of protection? Hey, listen, he asked me for an autograph, and I told him, I said, "Nah, man, I can't do that."
Yes, because Dom is the whole damn
Man,
show.
the whole damn fucking show, baby.
I love it. I love it.
I got yelled at by Kirk Benedict at a B. Dalton's book signing because I kept calling him Face Man.
Dom, as a matter of fact, Dom, if you don't sign the back of that Black Series in a silver marker, I'm gonna be upset if I don't get your autograph.
Get out of here, man. You want me to?
You gotta sign the back of it. Yeah. Sign the
I
back
spent
all right,
the better part, almost 2.5 decades going to cons, and I could fill tomes with stories of professionals from every walk of entertainment and just the ridiculous shit that they will do and say, and yeah, man. He yelled at you for what? He yelled at you for what?
That only ever happened to me one time, and it was. I went to see.
Oh.
Yeah, that's only ever happened to me one time. I've told this story before, but I went to see Foo Fighters. Joan Jett was opening for him. Joan Jett came backstage. I was trying to get to Dave Grohl and talk to him, but Joan Jett came backstage first, and we all got to talk to her. And let me tell you something about Joan Jett. She's great. She's phenomenal. She's one of the godmothers of metal, but she never shuts the fuck up. She will talk your ear off. 45 minutes of just I didn't even. She had to have been coked out or something.
Probably the Adderall, man.
But bro, she You want to talk about a girl who really does love music? Like, she doesn't shut up about it. She'll, oh, you got to hear this album. And have you ever heard
She's
this
such an
jazz?
ambassador, though. Like,
Yeah, she's
that's
like,
their thing.
she's
Like,
the real deal. She is a true musician. And she,
I like people with enthusiastic people, man. I like people that love
she'll
the
be
shit
like,
they do and love the
yeah,
shit they love. That's
yeah, but Degrassi, she's like coked up talking about, oh, and this jazz drummer. And I'm like, jazz drummer? I don't fucking listen to jazz.
that's when I'll be like, hey, Joan, you holding?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What you
I'm not
got,
going to
man?
complain if
What you
Joan Jett
holding?
talks to me for 45 minutes.
No,
I'm
it
not
was
gonna
great.
complain.
It was
Yeah,
great. It was great. It was great.
she's you know what's hilarious is that there's a little hole in the wall record store not far from me, and when I mean hole in the wall, it's like an old woman's she shed that her son, who lives with her, and they take care of his daughter because he's a single father. Dude's got a record store in their backyard, and yeah, she's in there quite frequently, man. It's weird. You pull up in this dude's driveway, and like there's Joan Jett coming out of this little shack.
What's that guy, Degrassi, that she was with for a long time? I think she still might be with him. But he's like real abusive and real controlling. Her producer,
her manager?
Yeah, like her man, like that dude's a trip, bro.
It's not Doc McGee, is it?
No, it's some other guy. Some weird. I think she dated him for a while before she got into women.
Oh, Ken Laguna.
Yep. Oh my God, bro, this dude is so controlling. Like you would not believe. How controlling he is.
We got Brian with 20 questions.
I'm ready.
Oh my God,
you guys ready?
News. We made it through the
We're
news.
done with the news.
Oh wait,
Go
that was
ahead,
the last
Brian.
news.
We made it.
20 questions. Brian I'll start off.
And Blue Jay's coming back on.
Is it a movie?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Brian's not even here anymore.
Where'd Brian go? Did he leave?
Shit.
Where'd he leave?
I don't think he left. He probably fell out for a second.
Spit on that thing.
We were talking about
Blue Jay, you got something ready?
Yeah. Okay, so I have two things. Do you want to do a ranking on teaser posters or a rating like Chris did with Perp Stream, or you want to do a box office game? Don't matter.
I don't know. The posters was really fun. That
Hey,
one.
Blue Jay, do you know what alternative movie posters are? Are you familiar with alternative movie posters?
Like international ones, or
no? Like say a company like Mondo or Bottleneck Gallery. Say they'll get an artist like Dwally or Boss Logic to do a poster, and they'll make like 150 of them, and they'll sign a number of them and sell them, online. And it'll be
yeah. I've seen some.
Yeah, those are my favorites. I got a pretty sizable collection of original theatrical one sheets, but alternative movie posters are kind of my bag right now. They're just so much better.
Was you with us last time, Degrassi? When we did I was not expecting.
Let's do the movie posters.
You would not expect me to get an emotional reaction out of a stupid Power Rangers poster, but I did.
Yep.
I got emotional over that shit because it made me think about my brother. Like I got super emotional, and it's a great poster. I still can't find it.
So I have a couple. Hold on, let me do this. Let me do this while get myself. Dude, literally, I had to dip out because I did a little mini stream with my brother. Because we did that shit like for a while now, but I forgot. Then I forgot. I was like, oh shit. So I'm gonna do one more thing. Yeah, fuck it. Okay.
I just looked at Joe's bottom of this. I'm gonna spit on that.
Yeah. Like for I don't know, the last 2 weeks or however long that's been going on, and every time I'm around where that happened, I'm like, I'm gonna see this girl. She's gonna be around here somewhere.
It just makes me laugh.
Blue Jay, you're in control.
All right. Yeah. So
I'll be right back. Continue.
Okay. So basically, we're gonna be taking a look at teaser posters, and I want you to rate them not by the movies, but the actual art of the poster. A lot of these, I'm a sucker for teaser posters. They're more effective than main theatrical posters to me, because they give off they're very simple designs, but they can get very effective.
Yeah, I like the Logan one. with just the
Yeah.
claws holding the little girl's hand. Great poster,
Yep.
man.
Yep. And now, Chris, you've done this before on Perp Stream, but I did put a couple different posters. This is a shorter slide because I don't want to go on for too long. This is we're
Did
showing like
anyone?
7.
Did you guys real quick? Did anyone like the Alkalite poster, the lightsaber with the blood?
That
Make
that
the
was
blood-
my,
That was a
dope.
great teaser poster, right? Yeah, great poster.
That one that's the type of stuff I like. So I want you guys to rate these posters by like out of 10. You know, from the art, from the graphic design and all that stuff. It's kind of simple stuff. So let's take a look. So number 1 would be Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
You like this one. I don't know why you like this one. It doesn't give off Transformers vibes to me, but I do like the red eyes. It's pretty cool. It let you know that this one was going to be a darker one, you know.
I like this poster. I know people. I like this poster because it gives off like this is like the main bad guy of the movie. And I know like it doesn't really say Transformers until you look at the bottom site transformersmovie.com. But I've always liked this poster. I was like, it's so dark. I never really got scared of this. People got scared of this poster when it was like all around, but this looks pretty dope.
This is like a 5 or 6 for me, but I've already seen these. I'll be right back. I go to the bathroom. Go ahead.
If it glowed in the dark, it'd be even cooler.
Well, no, actually, there is a standee. When me and my uncle went to go see the Fast and Furious 4, there was a standee of this poster with the glowing red eyes. It was so awesome looking. I wish I remembered that. I wish actually that those exist. So yeah, Chris gave that like a 5 or a 6 last time, but these are posters that I've seen or carried over before, but none of you have seen these ones. So yeah. So Mama Bear, what would you give this poster?
I'm not sure like really how to rate it out of 10, but you know, I love this. I love the lines on it. The fact that the eyes are the really only color you see, it brings it right into that. This is something that you could actually see up on the wall. Like just crop off the bottom there. It'd be a legit art poster.
Yep. So okay, so you don't know what to give it, so
I suck at rating stuff out of 10. My kid tries to get me to do that all the time. I can't even rate movies out of 10.
That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
So I'll give it I'll pretty much give it like a 8 out of 10.
8 sounds good.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Degrassi.
I'm probably going to be a little hard on it. I don't think it's terrible. So what do you got? You're going 0 to 10 or 1 to 10? 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Oh. Okay, my bad.
I mean, like, there's not a lot going on. Like you said, there was a standee that lit up, the eyes lit up. It was like that.
Yep.
I don't know. I'll give it a 6. I wouldn't like if I didn't know, like if I didn't recognize the font and the logo, right? I would probably be like, "What's that? Revenge of what? Who?"
Yeah.
So,
you probably don't know what this poster is supposed to be for until you look at the bottom.
Yeah. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10 because it's not horrible. It since I know what I have previous knowledge. I'm like, okay, sure, okay. I'm teased. I'm adequately teased. So it doesn't
I
fail.
liked the movie actually. Nobody else did. I liked it.
I like the movie.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I like something about. There's something about all those movies I like, and I don't know.
All right, Joe.
6. It's just a little too dark. It's a little too dark for me. Not dark in terms of mood, just dark in terms of color and contrast. Like if I'm walking through a theater and I see a teaser trailer, I want it to catch my attention from like 50 feet away. I'm like, what the hell's that? I want to go see it. I see red eyes there. There's barely anything there. I can't really see it. I don't really give a shit. Close up, it's nicer. That's why I would give it a 6 and not like something lower. But doesn't draw me in enough.
Dom.
Well, I love Transformers, and I know I've seen this poster before. I know it doesn't bring a lot out, and just says Revenge is coming, and just the red eyes. Red eyes are cool. Probably about a 7 on this. You know, I wish there was more. And like, yeah, people didn't know this was Transformers. They'd be like, "What is this?" You know. I liked Revenge. I like I like the second part. Other Transformers movies, and I even said the Transformers 1 was a great summer movie. So if you're in the summertime watching Transformers number 1.
Oh yeah, I was there, man. I was 7 years old. This movie got me into the entire franchise.
Oh really, man? That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, Bruce.
I am biased towards these movies. I can't stand them. And looking at this poster, if I was looking at this poster the first time, it tells me nothing about what the movie's about. So I'll give it a 5.
All right, awesome. And our next teaser poster, The Three Stooges. Bruce.
6. I don't know. I just don't like this poster at all.
Because it's
6.
dog shit. It's not good.
Look at the wheels.
Just say Mo.
Cinema.
I love that movie. The movie's so stupid. It's so great.
Dom.
Yeah, I was a big Three Stooges fan. The poster doesn't do a lot for me. You know, maybe about a 5 or 6, but it is stupid, but it's fun. The Three Stooges was always a part of my childhood. Watching it, loved it. Live action Looney Tunes, couldn't go wrong with that. You know.
Joe.
I'm gonna give it a 4. If you take away that "Just Say Mo" and you just have the silhouettes on there and a little line at the bottom, I think it'd be fine. That "Just Say Mo" just kills it for me. This is such a stupid fucking pun.
I don't disagree or agree with you. I just think it's funny. I'm sorry. I'm high as shit right now.
Degrassi.
I guess the silhouettes are great. The "Just Say Mo" is kind of but from like a purely, I mean, it's an advertisement, and it really, I think it does its job 100%. But again, this is probably a solid 6 for me. But I'm looking at it from an advertising angle, and it's almost like an 8 or 9. So let's give it a 7.
All right.
That text over the silhouettes just bothers me.
Yeah, it just, I mean, you kind of look at it and you know immediately what it is, even if you think that Mo Howard's Korean.
Curly, Larry, and young Korean girl.
No, Larry, Curly, and Kim Jong Mo.
It should have been
Jumbo.
Wise Guy.
Mama Bear.
I'm gonna have to lean towards a 5 on this one. It does give that the image of them, but there's so much more they could have brought from even just inspiration from the original series. In the Just Say Mo, it's given off like a messed up Nike ad.
All right.
Just needs
Feels
to
very
swoosh.
dated for 2012, if even.
Yeah. It's like somebody
It's
forgot
like
to put the Nike swoosh on it. And,
height,
you know,
the height of his height of Larry David, almost.
Chris. Well, I know what your rating is, but just don't give it out.
I give it like a 3. If it was just silhouettes, it'd be all right. This poster sucks. It's not even really hard. It's good marketing, though. I got grounded from the Stooges when I was a kid. I literally got grounded from watching.
What?
Yeah, I tried to saw my
Really?
brother's head. Yeah. They just stupid. They would take dumb hammers and saws and stuff and across somebody's head. And I was too young to realize I could really
Live
fuck
action Looney
somebody up.
Tunes.
Yeah, and I did.
Remember when?
uh,
Remember when Sean Penn was going to play Larry?
No.
No. What?
Yeah, no. Sean Penn was cast
with the Carlitos with the Carlitos way hair.
Well, what's funny now is that he looks like all 3 of them together.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, Sean. Yeah, it was Sean Penn, and I believe what's the Chris Greek name guy from the commercials in Silicon Valley, and then Vic Tayback. I mean, what's the guy's name from Mad TV who did the AI Carlin and gotten a bunch of heat?
Will Sasso?
Will Sasso. Yeah.
He played a good Stone Cold, Will Sasso. Yeah.
Oh, he does great voices.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's I love that's that might be like one of my favorite like modern day like studio comedies, just because it's just idiotic and stupid, and you can tell they're having fun, and that I have fun, you know. They have fun. You have fun when you have fun watching other people have fun. I do.
That's cool. Voyeurism. Oh wait, what?
No, I'm talking about just like do you remember watching like the end of like the first time I really ever remember seeing people I knew I could see them having fun when they were making a movie was watching the credits to the Cannonball Run. And you watch it. Just you're like, that's what you get to do. That's what happens when like somebody forgets to do something, or somebody farts, or like a bird flies into the frame. Like that's, you get to just laugh and smack your friends around and bust balls. Yeah, I want to do that. You know.
All right. And our next teaser poster would be the X-Files.
That's for
that's the second X-Files movie, by the way.
That's a great.
What was that? What was the subtitle for that one?
I Want to Believe.
I Want to Believe.
That's right.
I like that.
Yep. So let's go with Chris.
That's a great poster. That right there, bro. That's an 8 easily.
All right. Mama Bear.
Oh yeah, that's like an 8 or a 9. That's something you could just crop out the date, and that's art for the wall.
Oh,
It's
that's
beautiful.
art for my phone. That's nice. Yeah. Degrassi.
Yeah, that's like man, that's hard for me, even though that movie's just loathsome.
I really like that movie. That's fucked up. I really like
Fight
that
the Future. For me, I think the first one's a masterpiece almost. And compared to it, maybe I'm just comparing it too much to the first movie and the show. I'll go back and watch it again, see if I can't. But I'm going to give the poster a 9 because that's a I don't know, just from a design perspective, that's pretty easy, you know. Everything flows, and you look at it and you kind of know, even if you don't.
Right.
So yeah, 9.
No.
Oh, it's an easy 8. It's a great poster. Like I said, it stands out. You pretty much know what it is right away.
Yep.
It catches your eye from a distance. It's just as appealing up close.
Oh, Exhibit was an agent in this one, wasn't he?
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Dom.
Heard you like spoilers.
Yeah, you know what? I like this simple poster. Makes a bold statement. Love the X-Files. Give it a 9. I like this.
Brucifer.
This is getting a solid 9 because even if you didn't know this movie was coming out, you can easily tell it's X-Files, and me, the light shining as a UFO, potentially. I love this poster.
Yeah, you know what? The instant you look at that picture, you hear the music.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
that's always a good design element too. That if it reminds you of something.
When that music came on, it was like things about to get weird.
Oh yeah, that was always a good night. Oh, it was a Sundays, right? Isn't that when it originally started? Was on Sundays.
Speaking of someone who aged like a fine wine, Gillian Anderson. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
She's in a movie, a little indie movie from the '90s that I was around for called Chicago Cab or Hell Cab. It's on Tubi, I think.
Watch her in Hannibal.
You should watch
TV series.
Sex Education.
Next up, Watchmen.
I'll go first. I'll give it a 6. It's too much going on. I don't like it.
Dom.
I like it. I give it a 7. I like the smiley face. If anybody follows the Watchmen, you all know the smiley face, so it kind of sticks out. I just don't like the whole big Watchmen thing on the bottom.
Yeah.
Just have like the glass have this falling out and have the show more of the building. But
Yep.
a 7.
Joe.
A 5. It's too much for a teaser poster. All you needed was a smiley face with the blood on it. Done. That's all you need for a teaser poster. You didn't need the comedian plummeting to his death and everything else.
Yeah.
Did you say 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Degrassi.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 6 because I'm just fond of the material, and I see whoever designed it is trying to evoke the design of the comic, with the text being part of the building, and then the big bold, because what the comic covers, that ran down the spine, right? Wasn't that how those books?
Yeah,
those covers were printed. And then it's you got an image of the inciting incident with the iconic symbol, but for a teaser poster, it is a little much. And again, yeah, just the smiley face would have been enough.
All right.
So yeah, 6.
Mama Bear.
I'm going to echo the 6 as well. For me, it would have been massively increased if the light had been shifted just up so it was more focused on the smiley face button. Because it's messing with where your eye is going, and that's where I'm struggling with it.
All right. Who's next? Chris.
It's like a 5. I would have done like just a smiley face with maybe Rorschach in the background. Nothing else. Plus, the movie is horrible. I'm kidding.
Right.
I'm kidding. I love this movie. I'm fucking.
The motion comic is actually better. I love watching the motion comic. It's fantastic.
No, this is a great movie. I'm just fucking with you.
All right. Next up, Men in Black 3.
That's a good fucking poster.
That's it.
I don't care how you feel about the movie, but that's a good fucking poster.
Joe, you go ahead.
I gotta give that. I'm not grading on the quality of the movie or whether I like the movie or the actors, or whatever. In terms of a teaser poster, that is a solid 9. You understand what you're seeing. It's cool. You want to get up and look at it close. You see it from far away. It catches your attention. That's a good fucking poster.
Brucifer.
I'm going to give it an 8. I hated the movie, but I like the poster.
Yeah, I just like the movie, but I take the poster.
Dom.
You get about a 7. Like the movie, like the whole franchise. And I think I do like the poster though. Maybe about 7.
Degrassi.
Oh. What the hell was that?
Not a clue.
What?
Men in Black, is that a?
Men in Black 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I know the artist who this wasn't just something studio marketing cranked out. There was an actual artist behind it, and yeah, I don't know. That's a teaser poster if there ever was one. So I have to give it maybe a 7.
Okay. Mama Bear.
Actually, I agree with Bruce's 8. This is one that'll really catch you from far away because it reads better far away, so it'll draw you in, and then you can see the website they have on the bottom.
Yeah, because when I first saw this poster, I couldn't see there was a website, the Men in Black suits are real.com.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool though.
I like it.
Yeah. Chris.
It's a good teaser. I give it like an 8, 7, 8. And I did like the movie. I thought it was good. I thought the Josh Brolin character was great. I don't know. I like this movie. And Nicole Scherzinger looked great at the beginning of it. Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right. Let's see. Next up, here's a classic one. Hook.
Nah,
10, 10,
that is
10,
a great.
10.
That's a great fucking poster, man.
You know what this is from a distance, up close. You understand what you're gonna get.
Yep.
Pan.
Yep. Wait, Bruce, you gave it a 10, so there you go. Dom?
I give it about a 9. I like this movie. I like the poster. When I saw it,
Joe?
I give it a 9. It's clear. That's what you want it to be. Just that quick recognition of, oh shit, that's coming, and you know exactly what it is. It's great. So,
Degrassi.
9 feels right for me.
I actually like this one. I'm going to give that one an 8, just because, as bad as that movie may be, I still think of it fondly. And the poster just is a simple and easy design.
Cool. Mama Bear.
Wait.
Sorry.
No, it's your turn.
Okay. No, I thought Degrassi had something else he wanted to say. No, 10, absolutely perfect poster, and I will recognize that some of that 10 may also be the fact that this is absolutely a fantastic movie from my childhood. I still have a soft spot for Rufio. In any whatever he's love him.
Chris.
I've never seen this movie. That's the truth, but I know art when I see it, and that's a fucking 10 right there. That is a great picture. The lighting they must have had to do, man. That's a 10 all day long. And I know who the Lost Boys are, so I may want to watch this someday, man. I don't know.
With Keith Sutherland?
I thought it was Spielberg.
Also a good movie.
I love that movie.
All right, next up, let's see where we at. All right, next up, Star Trek Beyond.
Okay, I'll start off.
Yeah.
Things that nobody else wants to. I love this. Setting the movie aside, and I do like Star Trek Beyond. I thought it read as a Star Trek episode really well. But again, if you just even with the Beyond in there, I love this. I would put this up on my wall. That's like an 8 for me.
I like the colors on there too.
Exactly. Colors. The whole thing draws your eyes right up to the Enterprise. It's beautiful.
Yep. Let's see. I'll go with Bruce.
I do like it looks hand drawn. Well, paint what, oil paints or
It's oil or maybe airbrush.
Kinda. If you look at the clouds, it's kind of oil painted.
Hold up.
I can't tell. Can you, Mama Bear? It's either oil or airbrush. It could be watercolors. It could. Look at that.
Watercolors is my
That makes
forte.
sense.
That's airbrushing with some computer graphics.
I would have preferred the Enterprise bigger, but I'll give it a 7.
All right, Dom.
I give it a 7. I actually liked the J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
Yeah, the Kelvin timeline. I do too. I like.
You know,
it
I really enjoyed that. You know, the cast was fantastic, and I do like this poster.
Joe.
I'm a 6. I just don't feel they're in space. If I want to see the Enterprise, I want it to be in space. I don't feel like they're in space.
This one wasn't in space though.
There's enough in space. It's the Enterprise. You're gonna have it on there.
Can't stand it.
I can't stand this shit.
I like that they use the proper font on Beyond, so you at least know what the movie is. If you don't make out the Enterprise up top there,
To infinity and beyond.
not necessarily drawn to where the Enterprise is.
They'll
Until
probably think it's Toy Story because they think it's Beyond and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
the,
funny.
the font's a good giveaway.
Yeah, Degrassi.
I'm not going to give it a 10. I'll give it an 8. I do like it. The font's a seller. The ship's a seller. the pretty colors and stuff's a seller. Yeah, there's not a lot. I don't think there's really a lot to say. It's basically it's your standard Star Trek teaser poster, almost in a sense. It feels kind of classic in a way too. And a lot of those Kelvin posters, especially for this movie, they had a real kind of retro, kind of Bob Peak vibe where they looked hand painted and stuff. The other ones didn't. They were all kind of Photoshop mishmashes. But these kind of this movie kind of, it seems like a lot of the one sheets had a lot more care given to them, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay. Mama Bear.
I started off.
Oh well, yes, you did. I'm sorry, Chris.
It's okay, babe.
I give it a 7. It's a good picture. I don't really like that big beyond in there, but it looks good. Got the Enterprise. I give it a 7. It's a good picture.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Well, let me refresh this real quick. So my fault. All right. Next up, X-Men 2000.
Man,
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, what a great.
It was okay.
Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a 7 or 8 for me. I really like that picture. I do. Just all by itself. Yeah, that's a dope ass picture. And that's one of those, if they didn't have the words below it and you just saw that X, you'd be like, is it X-Men? What is it? Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's
It's
a great picture.
Exhibit.
Yeah.
Could
it be X-Files? Could it be, what could it be?
Mama Bear.
I was an X-Men fan in the 90s. I loved seeing this. This is a 9.
You see this poster all the time in the theaters?
Oh yeah. I was stoked for this. As soon as the posters came out, as soon as the information came out about it. And for those who knew what the X-Men were at the time, this was everything.
Oh yeah, I couldn't wait because all we really had to work with at the time was Blade, and I'm like, we're getting more.
Oh yeah, this is
the year
just
we
as
got-
recognizable as the Hook poster.
Yeah, it's dope.
I
I remember
love
we
it.
got this and Gone in 60 Seconds, like one right after another, and I remember that was like just the greatest summer because that was just dude, and I was still free.
Degrassi.
I'll give it it's tough. It's got all your basic elements of a teaser poster, so it doesn't fail there. Design is simple, clean. Man, it's tough. I don't have it. Yeah, so that doesn't really factor. So let me think for a second. I'm trying to be real. I'm going to give it a 7 because it doesn't blow me away, and it's not awful either. So,
Joe,
I give it an 8. It does what it's supposed to do. I see it, and I know what it is, and that gets me excited. It's nice and simple. I like simple teaser trailers. I don't like things.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. And when you're excited for something like this, don't you just want to reach in and try to open them elevator doors? Like
because again, when you see it in the theater, a lot of times, especially back in the day when the theaters were, elbows to assholes crowded, sometimes you didn't get a chance to see those posters because it was so damn crowded. But if you might be able to see it from 50 feet off or whatever, and if you saw that, you'd be like, "Oh shit, that's X-Men." You're going to run over and go look at that poster.
For me at the time, it was also because I live in a big city similar to New York, so this stuff was also plastered in the subways. So you'd see this like while waiting for your subway.
Yeah, subways, bus terminals. Yeah, anything like that.
Dom.
7.
Okay. Did you already give it a Bruce?
Yeah, I gave it 8.
Oh, okay. All right. Last one. And Alien Resurrection.
I'm giving this a 5. you didn't know what the movie was, this tells you nothing.
Yeah, you really don't know what the hell this is, really.
No, it's just the eye flare and Alien at the end. You know,
just the
the credits,
colors, maybe.
The eye flare gives away.
And what is that supposed to be? 2 alien claws coming through and ripping a hole through time and space? Okay.
All right. I'll go with Chris.
You know what? Not as a teaser poster, it doesn't work very good. I'll give it like a 3. But this is something I would hang on my wall just because it's a dope picture, you know. But it's not a very good teaser poster. It's just not. I can see the eye that's like, you know, when the credits roll at the beginning in the eye, dun, dun, and you get the eye flare and then it's done. That's all that really is, man. That's kind of, you know, that's kind of gimmicky. Actually, now I think about it, that's a 3. That's a 3 for me.
Mama Bear.
Even from the art standpoint, I mean, like the others have said, this doesn't tell you anything about the movie. It's not even recognizable for the Alien franchise. And even as an art standpoint, I'm not a fan of it. This is like a 4.
Degrassi.
Yeah, I can't grace it with a 5. I'm probably not even a 4. I might even give it a 3. It's just awful.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Joe.
Yeah, 4. I mean, I recognize it as the eye in Alien, but all they had to do is do just a very muted word alien and have that be the eye, and that would have been fine. But just having that eye there it's like what the fuck is that? Is it Ghoulies 4? I don't know.
You know, it may not be the best poster. You know, it's not the greatest either, the best, but it does have something going for it. I give it a 5. I could take that to a place, get it autographed by all the people that.
God, does have a big field.
Yeah, because you have all the open area, and have them sign and put up on the wall.
Make sure you get Joss Whedon's signature on there too. Don't forget Joss.
Oh yeah.
Make sure Ron Perlman washes his hands before he signs.
How about that? Dom's the positive one in this one. I love it.
I think I give it a 5.
Well, it did have Brad Dourif for a short amount of time, right? I would love to have his autograph.
Yeah, he was in all of Jean-Pierre Genet's movies.
I really
He was same with Perlman. A lot of those guys were Genet regulars, you know. Really, only Sigourney and Winona were the ones who weren't. Almost literally everybody in that movie had worked with the director before.
Blue Jay, do you have that poster? Show them that poster.
What poster?
The one I did not think I would like. The fucking the teaser for Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, it's in the other one. Hold on,
you guys got to see this poster. I mean, man, dude, it just.
I have a ton of.
It makes me feel like a kid again, man. It makes me feel like a kid again. It makes me think about my brother. It's such a good poster.
This one.
Look at that. I mean, that is just. You got the Flash. You got the lightning bolt for the Power Rangers. You got just a bunch of kids standing on the car in the middle of nowhere. You know, the sun's going down. That just feels like I love that poster, man. I don't know what it is about that poster, but it just brings out the child in me.
You can get that autograph too.
I remember going to see my brother. I went to see this with my brother, and it was actually a good movie. You know, it was fun, but there's just something about that. I mean, come on. Does anybody remember that part of your life? Just y'all out there with the sunset and the car radio on.
No.
Yeah. I try to still get some of that in still at my advanced age. You know.
You know what would have made a great Alien Resurrection poster? Would just been Dan Hyada's back hair in that movie.
Yeah.
with like a face hugger coming over his shoulder.
Every role, every movie, every actor, every role. I'm gonna be this guy. I'm gonna be that guy. What do you mean? Why are you bringing me this thing? That's his delivery from the Tortellis all the way through
from Cheers.
What was the last thing I saw him in? Was he in the Perry Mason reboot?
Oh, that's right. They did get a
Was he in
spin-off.
Perry Mason reboot? God, I can't remember.
forgot all about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Tortellis. I mean,
Yeah, it was.
They canceled that Perry Mason
It
show,
was
didn't
so
they?
horrible.
yeah, fast. Two
Son of
seasons. It
bitches.
was good though.
It was
man.
the best. I loved it.
Yeah, it was real good.
I love watching the old ones on Nick at Night. The old Perry Mason episodes are really good.
They are.
I want to bring
They-
back. I want to bring back Ironsides, but I want Michael Ironside to play Ironside.
All right, and that's our teaser posters, everybody.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
want to
that was
find that
awesome.
poster. I love
I
it.
want to thank everyone for sticking with us for 3 hours and 20 minutes of show.
Damn
Thank you
Bruce.
guys at the paddle.
Shorter than I
You haven't-
expected.
You haven't been on the show in like 2 weeks. Shut up, Joe. Shut up,
Hey,
Dom.
hey,
Hey,
I gotta work
wait,
tomorrow.
what do you
morning.
want?
I gotta work tomorrow morning. What are you doing? What are you doing?
He needs his beauty sleep.
I'm working.
Exactly. Gotta do my security work, man.
Before we leave, I'm just going to show you the best Superman costume ever. Let's go.
Yeah, well,
Oh, what?
I'm not gonna lie, I love the jacket. I love the red
I think
jacket.
I saw
Go ahead, love,
the.
what
Despite
did you
my lifelong love of Superman, and I pretty deep into the lore, I saw the pilot for that show, and I believe the finale for that show, and that's my Smallville experience.
I
You know
am
what's funny?
not.
You know
I
what's
am not a
funny? My
Superman
wife is
guy.
a huge Superman fan. She never watched it because she didn't like
I
the
watched all
bastard,
10
but
seasons.
It's kind of I enjoyed it. I
I'm
watched
not
it.
even a Superman guy, but I was all about Clark Kent.
I like
watched
that.
all 10 seasons.
Oh no,
of
I
it.
get it.
I don't know.
I totally
I
get
like
it.
Smallville, but you got to have a love for that CW feel of something.
You know,
Yeah, that was what.
I think
All right,
Michael,
let me end the stream. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Take care.
Hit the
Night.
like
Good
button,
night.
comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.